Welcome, everybody, to the H3 Podcast Soundboard Experience. Thank you to ExpressVPN, Quip, and SeatGeek for sponsoring today's episode. Today, our guest is the wonderful and illustrious Sean McLaughlin, more popularly known as Jacksepticeye. 20 million subscribers, 10 billion views, almost. Do you have 10 billion yet?
Not yet.
So close, though, right?
So close.
Yeah.
It's like 9.9.
I mean, you just hit 20 million, right?
Yeah, like 4 days ago.
That's pretty insane. Like 20, like that's so fucked.
I know. And every time it's like you hear the numbers go up and up and up. And then it was like I wrote it out to somebody. I'm like, 20 million.
That's a lot of zeros.
Fucking weird.
Yeah.
I don't know why, how.
I mean, do you ever expect, like, okay, it's going to slow down now?
Yeah. I think everyone kind of expects
Yeah,
that.
it's like, all right, it's going to slow down
million,
now. Yeah.
16
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time you probably think, like, okay, that's probably...
Never stops.
What's going on there?
I don't know. I
don't-
must have a wire tapped in somewhere. I have a secret upload button that gets me
Right.
more subscribers or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Damn. That's crazy.
Fucking nuts.
Well, anyway, welcome to Los Angeles.
Thank you.
A good Irish boy.
Yeah. All the way over. I haven't burst into flames yet.
Not yet.
It'll happen.
You're not, I mean, you're that's a joke about you being pale, I assume.
Yes.
You're not that pale.
No.
It's not that bad.
It's
Situation is not that bad.
It's pretty fucking bad.
I mean, yours is,
You've been
you
living
got-
here a long time. Why are you this pale?
I mean, well, frankly, look, I don't leave the house. You don't have to go in the sun out here.
That's
you
true.
know what I mean?
Yeah. And if you
It
do,
doesn't
you'll
penetrate
die.
my roof.
That's the problem with
Yeah.
LA. You go outside, you die.
Yeah,
Or you get
basically.
stuck in traffic.
So, by the way, do you live in Ireland or do you live in the UK? Where do you live right now?
I lived in Ireland until last year.
Hmm.
And then I moved to Brighton. So I've been living there for a year since May.
That's where PewDiePie lives, right?
Yeah.
You guys hang out. You guys grab
Oh,
beers.
yeah. Hang out, make out all the time. No, it's weird because we live in the same town and he's like a 30-minute drive from me.
Oh,
We
yeah.
almost never see each other.
30 minutes is like 5 minutes, best friends. 30 minutes, I'll talk to you sometime.
Yeah, we'll see each other like once a month maybe.
Yeah.
Although
And then
here,
I-
it's kind of close. Like 30 minutes,
That's
that's
true.
pretty close.
But at
Yeah.
the same time, it's also like, I'll see you next year.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I've been doing tour stuff and everything, and he has his own stuff he's going on. So we never like find the right time.
Why'd you move to Brighton?
Well, I always kind of wanted to move anyway. And I thought, well, when am I going to move to LA? That seems a bit far. There's
Yeah.
a lot going on there. I have a lot to figure out. And I was like, well, I could have moved to London, but that's too hectic. I don't
Yeah.
really like London to live. I was like, oh, Brighton. I went to visit Felix and fell in love with it.
Seems like a nice little spot
Yeah, it's lovely.
out on the beach.
It's nice and cozy. The people there are nice.
You go to the beach?
Not really. Because it's not a real beach. It's like a
It's
pebble
like cold
beach.
all the time.
Yeah, so you never really have the weather.
Well, LA kind of has the same problem. It's like, come to LA for the beaches, but never go in it because the water is so cold all
Yeah.
the time. Have you been in the beach here in LA?
No, I haven't even
Cold,
been down
awful.
to the beach yet.
Yeah, don't bother about it.
It's so far away. I don't want to.
Don't worry about it. Don't leave the house. Don't go to the beach. LA's great.
Yeah, it's lovely. Make a lot of friends.
What brings you out to LA? Because you came out here on an extended trip, right? Like you're out here
Yeah.
for a couple months. You're kind of escaping a little bit, would you say? Getting out here and kind of just
Yeah, hate my life. You know, wanted to get
hate
away.
the life.
Yeah, wanted to become a movie actor.
Really?
Breach Hollywood. No.
I was like, I don't know, 2 months? Shit. Yeah, that's how long it takes.
Yeah, in 4 years I'll see you on TV somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've always wanted to come for a while, and every time I come here, like we've been trying to do this for a long time. I remember when you started off, you were like, you should do it.
Yeah.
And I was in town for like a week, and nothing ever lined up ever.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
So I was like, come for a month or two. I have a visa for tour anyway. Why not come and abuse that and stay here for a while and hang out with friends for a longer period of time? And then it was supposed to be until August, and then tour leaves in August, and I was going to go back afterwards. And then my visa got extended, so I can technically stay here a lot longer. So
Nice.
why not? I don't need to be back home in Brighton for anything anytime soon. So just hang out here and do cool stuff.
But you've been talking a lot about being burned out and taking a break from your
Yeah,
channel.
yeah.
Is that kind of, is coming out to LA almost like therapeutic, kind of get away from the life back there?
Yeah, which was weird because I said that I needed a break and I was getting burned out and I just needed to figure out what I wanted to do. And everyone's like, LA is not the place to go find yourself out.
I disagree, by the way.
Really?
I feel like LA gets a bad rep.
Yeah. 'Cause that's how I
love
felt.
LA is a huge metropolis, one of the biggest, I mean, per square mile. It's enormous. There's so many different communities and different. You can be and do whatever you want here. I don't know why everyone has such a bad perception of LA.
I don't know.
love LA.
Yeah, I don't know why. I agree with you.
Well, anyway, but I mean, you are in a sense kind of. I mean, are you out here kind of just trying to figure things out, or is it more just coincidental?
Yeah, well, a bit of both.
Yeah,
I was just got really miserable doing the types of videos I was doing after a while. It's like a whole month where I was like, this is crap.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm uploading shit just for the sake of uploading, and I was so stringent on my schedule, and I was so proud of that schedule. I was like, I don't want to break that.
Well, your fans, could they tell?
Yeah. So that was what made me do it, because they started being able to see it, and I was like, well, if I'm not enjoying it, and you're not enjoying it.
What kind of comments would they say where you're like, oh shit, like maybe...
Just that I didn't seem happy. I don't have the energy I normally had. I looked sad. I looked tired, which I fully agreed with. I was. Yeah. And then it just came to a point where I was like, okay, yeah, I need to... And I was coming here anyway, so I was like, okay, on the way to LA, I'll just take a week off. I've never ever taken any time off YouTube in the 5 years I've been doing it. So I was like, okay, full break. No YouTube, no Twitter, no Tumblr, no Instagram, none of that.
Right.
And I decided I'll just spend a week on my own.
Right.
And it was great. I got here, hung out with friends, completely changed my mind again.
Yeah. You feeling better?
Oh, 100%. I'm completely 180 on where I was.
You feeling like motivated to but are you afraid like if you get back into it, you almost fall back into it? Because that was my problem, was like I've been through that same exact thing. I mean, I don't have a crazy upload schedule like you were. I mean, you were doing 2 videos a day for a long time.
Crazy.
5 years.
But then you started doing 1 a day recently, or
yeah. Well, whenever I'd have to go out on tour or something, I'd
Okay.
kind of bump it down. But it was still like
He's still
I
working.
was still
I
working.
mean, I remember seeing you in New York couple years ago.
2016. Yeah.
It was a long ass time ago, and you and Felix and Mark were there.
Yeah.
And I was like, you're like, oh yeah, we all made videos
Ahead
and
of
we're
time.
ahead of time, and they're
Right.
all scheduled to upload. I was
Yeah,
like, what?
We were,
I was
we
like,
were
how?
shocked by that.
I mean, that's just That's just twisted. Like, there's something fucked up about this job in particular.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, to be fair, my stuff is a lot easier to do than the ones you did.
Yeah, but still, I mean, you're still making 2 videos a day. Okay.
I guess.
And you're still under the same expectation. Your fans have expectations. You have expectation of yourself. I mean, our approach is different, but the consumption of time and the expectation is the same.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
But like, this job seems particularly fucked up.
yeah.
Right? Like, what is it about? Because everyone's talking about this thing of like burnout, right? YouTuber burnout.
Yeah, it's really big right now. Everyone's
I
talking
mean,
about it.
we haven't posted videos.
I
We're-
fucking
we're in the
gone.
Yeah.
we're in the middle of a burnout. I would say.
Bro, I'm fully burnt out. Like, there's no wax left in the candle. Like, I'm new candle. I'm taking out a new candle. I don't know.
What's the
But
new
like,
candle smell like?
Bro,
Lavender, jasmine.
no, not that.
Those are
elegant.
burned out.
Yeah, not that elegant. The lavender's fully
We need
burnt
a
out.
new smell.
Yeah. Yeah, I need a new essence. What's going on? Why is being a YouTuber so fucked up?
Because we're all psychopaths. I don't know.
Really?
I think it's because, well, you started because you love it, and then it becomes your job, and then you have an audience and people to take care of, and you want to do the best you can, and it's just a platform and a job that you're not really allowed to take time. Well, allowed. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
Right.
But it's just not in your best interest to do it, and you're your own boss. You make your own hours. You make your own schedules, and then
That's the curse, I think.
yeah. And now it's just YouTube's just in such a weird place anyway with all the shit that's been happening over the last year or 2 years, and now they're trying to diversify their revenue streams and everything. So everyone just feels like on that treadmill more than ever, I think.
Right.
And then it's just coming to a head, and then one person talks about it, which spurns another person to talk about it, and then 10 other people start talking about it.
True.
And now everyone's able to talk about it.
I think part of the problem, I think everything you said is exactly right, is like when you're your own boss and when you're involved in something as, I mean, I want to say toxic, but that's not specific. It's just so like you're on the treadmill, you're in the hamster wheel, and it's just like you got to keep the machine rolling.
Yeah, and the mentalities on YouTube have changed a lot over the years. Like 3 years ago, the gaming scene was all collaborative all the time. It was in your best interest to collab with people, and like beauty gurus and everybody would be doing it, and now no one does it because everyone's afraid of stepping on each other's toes. Everyone wants to insulate their own brand and build it as far as they can, and everything gets very self-involved.
So one thing I was going to say is that I think now it's more competitive because I mean, if you ask an average 10-year-old, what their dream job is. Everyone wants to be a YouTuber.
Yeah.
And it's like so competitive, and it's so hard to earn a living on YouTube and become a big YouTuber, that I think that's part of what's so toxic about what it's become. But you're definitely right. I mean, it's just not.
And we can all see we can't see what each other makes, but if you make a certain amount of views like somebody else, you kind of know what everybody's making.
Sure.
So every YouTuber kind of knows if your subs, you can see your views, you can see your, how interested people are, the comments. So everybody's just like, well, mine's better than yours. And then if yours isn't better than them, then you do some weird shit to try and get it to be better than somebody else. It's a lot of it's not friendly rivalry anymore, I don't think. There's no case if somebody uploads something, you think it's cool, so you want to do better. Now it's a case of I can fucking do better than that, and you try and shit all over somebody else. That's what I feel like YouTube at large is now. Everyone's trying to be better than each other.
In that way.
I guess whatever became popular.
I feel like I in some way had played a role in that. I do.
How so?
Because I feel like when we first started coming up popular on YouTube, it was from reaction videos. And shitting on people, and just you choose your target wisely, but our early videos were just really shitting on people.
I mean,
and I think that,
but we did collaborate with people too.
No, I know, but I'm not going to say that I'm wholly responsible for this trend of commentary channels, which are basically just solely almost talking shit on other creators.
Yeah.
But it's definitely a fad that came up around the time we started doing it.
Yeah.
Well,
we helped popularize it. I can say that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You guys started off, and whatever way you perceive it, but you picked your targets properly. You picked people that you felt were valid in criticism. You're not shitting on someone. That's just the entertainment factor of it. Yeah. It's a bit more embellished than it would be. But then, like I said, somebody else sees that and they want to do something better and they want to do something crazier and get more views than you. So then they end up just shitting on people. Yeah. And then it becomes that thing. It's
there's I see this a lot where it's just really popular content on YouTube right now is it's easy to shit on someone who's being creative. And maybe it's not your style. Maybe it's not a video you like. And so it's so easy, and people do this, and people love watching it, of being this person's not funny. Yeah. And it's they're making something original, and you're just fucking shitting on them for that. Yeah. Right. I don't know. Maybe my mentality's changing, but I see that a lot on YouTube. And it's the people who are trying to be creative and actually put themselves out there. It's so scary to put yourself out there on YouTube these days and be authentic and try to be creative and original, because there's so many people waiting to just eat you alive for it. Yeah. And it's you're not doing anything wrong. You might be unfunny, in my opinion, but what do I have to...
At least you're trying.
Yeah, I'm going to shit on you for being unfunny.
Yeah. Plus, the YouTube audiences have just changed now. It's they all do that now. It's very rare to have a community where everyone's actually positive all the time, because you're not an up-and-comer anymore. It's not a new job to do anymore. You're not the underdog anymore. There's more money involved in YouTube now than there ever has been, and I think the audience are very keenly aware of that, and that they want to poke at people because they feel it's easier to do. It's well, they have money. It doesn't matter if I say shit to them. Yeah. It's well, we're still people at the end of the day.
Oh, dude.
That's definitely a big part of it, I think.
Yeah. So it's just a whole bunch of building blocks that's just gotten to where it is now.
I think that makes a difference, too, on the burnout. Because, everybody, even the people who talk shit on, say, oh, this person's not funny, that's all their videos, they're going to be more stressed out because they're afraid that their fucking colleagues are going to call them out for fucking up, and everybody's walking on eggshells. Yeah. Because it's just a giant mud slinging contest these days on YouTube. Yeah.
I mean, we went through a huge period of, drama and community and reactions and everything. That circle just went around and around for a whole year. Yeah. And then I think that just fundamentally changed everything after that.
Bro, it's like communist Russia. It's anyone attack you on the chopping block, dude. Damn. Get dragged out in the middle of the night.
It's human nature. Everyone wants to take down somebody else. Everyone wants to find the thing. It's I'm positive and energetic all the time, but some people think I have some weird seedy underbelly. I have a weird pedo ring or something that I'm keeping secret, that they're somebody's waiting to find it out.
Well, that would explain why you're so energetic and happy. Shit.
That's why I played Happy Wheels all those years. Everyone's just fucking waiting to find that thing about
you. You get shit on YouTube, right? I think people love or hate you, right? Would you agree with that? Yeah. Why do people, what is it, do you think, that people hate about you?
I don't know. It's because it's whenever you watch my content, I'm obviously very boisterous and very loud and very energetic. But some people either see that as genuine interest and energy and enthusiasm, but to another person, it's completely obnoxious. And that's like, I completely understand that. If I watched it, I'd probably have some sort of like thought process going on.
It is very, I mean,
I don't hate anybody who doesn't like what I do. It's fine.
Does the hate bother you? Does it ever get to you?
It used to, because I'm a person who wants to like make sure everybody's okay. Like everyone's having a good time, and I just wanted everybody to like have fun. And then when somebody doesn't have fun, you feel like it's your responsibility to make them have fun. But at this point, I'm like, okay, you can't win everybody.
Yeah.
I'll just be happy. I mean, there's still 20 million people on the channel.
That's dude,
I'm very, very happy with that community.
Shit. Yeah. You can't really say shit at a certain point when you have 20 million subscribers.
Yeah, and not in any sort of like egotistical way, but it's like clearly I've done something that made some people happy.
Exactly.
Definitely.
An understatement.
Yeah, so it's like I'll feed into that positive aspect of the community rather than worrying about what everybody else is going to say.
Do you ever feel like you don't get enough credit in a way? And let me explain, because a lot of times, like people like you and Mark and PewDiePie who play. People always say, "Oh, you just play video games, and you have so much, you make so much money, and you have so many people who love you and watch you. All you do is play video games." But clearly, there's more going on than that.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you don't get enough credit when people say that to you?
Yeah, I'd say so. I'd say that's fair. Because
what are they missing?
It's the whole aspect outside of what you record.
Yeah.
Like recording a game, sure, day after day, that's an easy kind of thing to do. You sit down, you turn on the camera, you record, but you have to find the games, you have to find stuff that people want to see. When it's daily, everything like fluctuates so much, and you have to like be always kind of there for your audience. And I'm very heavily involved in my audience and interacting with them, so it's like after the video goes up, it's like, well, now I'm on social media all day, and I'm interacting with people, and I'm making sure everyone's okay, and I'm reblogging fan art, I'm like tweeting out at people and everything. So it's a whole lot more than just sitting down and recording the video. And you see a 20-minute video. Like when I was recording, what was it, Subnautica, it was like sometimes it was an hour-long video, but that was like a 2.5-hour session that's chopped down, and that was going out every single day. So it's like, sure, in its isolated bubble, it's an easy thing to do, to play a game and react to it. But to do it that consistently for that long and never take a break, I feel like...
Just insane man-hour.
Yeah. So it's just... Like, it's not hard to do, it's hard to keep it up, I'd say.
Yeah, and...
I don't know how you do that.
I mean, you find your rhythm. You get into your schedule.
I mean, the thing is, like, once you start, like, seeing your channel growing and you start making money, it's, like, really motivating. But you get used to that.
Yeah.
And then it's, like, I don't know. It's hard. It's like you lose.
Well, it's that thing, especially with my channel, because it rose so quickly. Right. And then it obviously plateaus out. Every channel does. It's healthy. It's fine.
Yeah.
But some people, when their channels plateau, they freak out and they feel like they have to do something else because no insane growth is no growth at all to them.
Sure. Yeah. Especially when you're used to like this steroid injection.
So it's like you start off and everyone's like, oh, this is fun. This is cool. And then it's like, oh, well, now I kind of get your gimmick. I know what you are. Like, what else can you do? And that's the trap people can fall into, because then that's how you end up recording a dead body in a forest somewhere, because you feel like you have to keep pushing.
Interesting. Yeah. So you're saying that you were basically just maintaining what made people like you to begin with was the right, but your channel hasn't really slowed down.
Which,
I mean,
it's not easy. It's not.
No, it's not to center yourself and be like, what I'm doing is good enough.
Yeah.
And keep doing it and just be stable.
Well, that was always my mentality. It was like, sure, it's easy to be like, well, if this keeps going, I'll be at 10 million at this point, but I mean, no one knows what's going to happen. So it was always a case of like, okay, these people are here now, today, so entertain them, keep them happy, be happy with them, and do what you want. If you keep doing it, obviously you're doing something right, more people are going to come in. I think that mentality of always like looking ahead of like, ooh, I could get this amount. Yeah. That's a very slippery slope to go down.
Most definitely. Yeah.
Man, we're getting fucking real right now.
We are covering so much ground, dude. Holy
You able to keep up, everybody?
Damn, fuck. Let me hit them with one of these just to remember we're still here.
Yeah. It's like
you followed the Roseanne thing? Not that we need to get into it. I just thought it was...
No, just through Twitter.
Have you heard this?
I thought the bitch was white!
Roseanne.
I love that.
Did she actually say that?
Yeah, it's so good. I mean, we talked a lot about it, so I don't want to get repetitive for those listening, but
it's on her channel.
Yeah,
no, that happened when I was on tour.
Highly recommend.
And we all woke up in the tour bus and looked at our Twitter feeds and going, oh no.
Well, this was from her apology video.
Oh, good apology, Roseanne.
Yeah. I mean, well,
Jesus fucking Christ.
Listen.
I thought the bitch was white!
You know?
Clearly a very stable human being.
Yeah. That was my first thought when I saw that. How do you like touring? You do a lot of touring, right? I mean, you seem to be on the road somewhat frequently.
Yeah, we've
rough?
done like 2 legs of the tour so far. It's the same show every time, but we kind of segment it out. No, I love live shows. It's like creator and audience like in the same room together, being able to do whatever the hell you want, and then entertaining them and having that direct live feedback is so much fun. I think that was part of why the burnout set in, because I did that, and then I came back to my videos alone in my bedroom. It's like, oh man, no one's here to like listen right now, and it kind of gets in your head a small bit. So I had to rekajigger my brain.
Right.
I've never said that word before in my life. But
Yeah. I'm on that board with that. I'm fully on board with that.
What do you do in your show?
It's
What
like
kind
a
of show is it?
it's like a 90-minute stand-up show. So it's like a comedy show, sort of about my life, and then talks about my childhood, my teenagehood, and my adulthood. So it's in 3 acts, and then you talk about your childhood, and there's some like good gaming memories from my childhood. So you get people up to play a game from your childhood, and then
That's insane. You put on a 90-minute single-man show?
That's crazy.
and games are all about experience and overcoming your obstacles, which life is about, and then you move on to your next stage of life. Then you just keep going and just tell some funny stories from my life, I guess.
Where can people get tickets if they want to catch you? Are there tickets available still?
You sure can. You can go to jacksepticeyetour.com to get your tickets now.
Get the word out there. You know what I'm saying? Why not? Yeah.
Selfless promotion.
Hey, come on.
European tour dates went on sale today. Get your tickets to
those
Jacksepticeye
goddamn
live show
tickets.
comedy world tour. Whatever the fuck.
That scares me. Live show, we've done one live show, and it was like an amazing experience. It was magical, honestly, in a way.
It was so intense.
Like
How many people were there?
It was like 200.
It was like a small venue.
I mean, it wasn't.
It's a lot of people.
I mean, you probably what size do you do?
It's between like 1,500 to 2,000, which is we have done venues where it's like 600, 800, depending on where it is. But
So we played a comedy store here in LA, just to kind of test it out. And I mean, it was really amazing, but it was just so much work, and it was like so stressful putting it together.
Yeah,
because it was also live streamed.
We live streamed it, so we had to go and set up all the cameras and do all this shit, and I was like, man.
But you guys did all that
Studio's very
yourselves,
comfortable.
right?
Yeah.
So I work with the Game Grumps. They have a touring company.
Oh, they produced it for you, so you very much you're able to show up and just do your thing.
So I just wrote the material and practiced it and everything.
How long did it take you to rehearse it and prep for these?
Week.
You prepared it in a week?
Yeah.
But like, how long to like memorize it and rehearse it and shit?
I mean, I never really like fully wrote it down. It is scripted, but it's kind of just in my head as I go through it.
How long and then how long before you performed it?
A month, I think.
And how was the first show? Great.
Fantastic.
Slammed.
Yeah.
And you didn't really rehearse it?
I mean, I did in my head over and over again, but not like properly out loud, like start to finish.
Damn.
What?
How's the show?
No, don't do that.
Shit. Fuck, dude. God
Stop.
damn.
Jesus Christ.
Shit. What else do you do?
I'm fucking
what other
great,
talents
guys.
do you have? Fuck me, dog.
I can make balloon animals,
Damn.
you know.
Shit.
No, stop.
How
Jesus.
has your show evolved? Because if it seems like if you just have it in your head, it seems like is every show very different? I mean, how does that pan out?
Well, the life stories are all the same, and the punchlines and everything are all the same. But there's enough like improv room in between, depending on the audience, because the audience don't know what it is, and they don't know what to expect or anything like that. So when you start telling the stories, different jokes land with different people. So it's that's what
You
I
ever
find
bomb?
fun.
I mean, they're your fans. They're a very good crowd.
Yeah, and this is what I'm saying. Like, you guys did a live show. Clearly, your fans showed up to it.
Yeah,
so,
they're
like,
very forgiving.
Like, the barrier for entry is so much easier.
It's not going into a cold room being like...
You don't have to prove yourself to anybody.
No, they're very easy.
You still want to put on a good show and something you don't want to just get up and shit on stage and have people cheer for you.
Well,
That's my next tour.
Well, the shitting on stage
Yeah,
tour.
just jerk off.
Jerk off on
I
stage.
call it circle jerking.
Get me at one VIP, please. But like when we do it, it's the podcast, right? So it's different every time. So the threat of bombing is very much right there for me. I'm bombing right now.
Do you think it comes out of a fear of your audience?
No, I just think I'm I'm just an anxious person.
But why? I'm gonna get fucking therapy on your ass right now. Like, where does your anxiety start and what from? Like, what triggers it to like kick in?
Bro, waking up.
But
Opening my eyes.
There must be some like trigger factor to it. Like you're afraid of not performing well or letting someone down or disappointing.
Well,
somebody.
not being funny. I mean, it's pretty stressful. I don't know. I haven't. I need to.
Do you think your audience are here just to watch you be funny?
They're there to be entertained, right?
Yeah, to a certain point. But
Yeah.
I mean, huge numbers, people showing up consistently. They're here for your personalities more than anything.
So what you're trying to tell me is that me just being me,
Saying,
showing
stop
up
being a
and being
little bitch
authentic
and just
is
fucking
enough.
do it.
You're telling me just being authentic is enough?
Yeah.
Wow, that's fucked up, dude.
Oh yeah, sorry, YouTube 2018, sell out, be fake.
No, I'm kidding.
No, but
You're right. Dude, I got issues.
We all have issues, man.
I have real.
Why do you do YouTube for a living?
I know. I've always had really bad anxiety. I had like generalized anxiety disorder in college that was like very, very, very difficult at that time, and still carry a lot of that weight with me. I don't know. I honestly haven't really ever sorted out my issues, dude.
Do you go to therapy?
No.
You probably should.
You tell me. I got issues backlog years.
No, it's fucking wonderful, man.
Do you go to therapy?
I have started, yeah.
You have started? For how long have you been going?
I've gone to one so far, but
you're...
I want to go like a whole bunch more now that I'm here. I have a bunch of friends who all swear by it and have like.
So you've gone. When was your first session?
About a week ago.
Okay. And did you guys have any breakthroughs or what?
A little bit, yeah.
Really? Day one breakthrough?
Yeah, because it's a lot about, well, I think maybe just the job we do. It's like talking a lot about balance. And that was kind of a lot of stuff I came to terms with when I took a week off. I was like, yeah, my life's a mess. And I was doing that. I had never been anxious before in my life. And then in the last couple of months, it was like sitting down and all of a sudden like this swell in your chest happens. I'm like this is, what's going on?
Yeah.
It's like, I don't like this.
The best line I ever heard in eighth grade, there was this great line. She goes, it's like, before you get on the roller coaster and then when you're done and you get off and it goes away. Yeah. But it's like you never get the relief of being done with the roller coaster. That's how I feel all the time. Yeah. Right now.
You're anxious right now?
Right now.
Am I that intimidating?
It's not. Well, don't flatter yourself.
Or is Hila just, she beat you?
Hila is abusive.
She
is abusive.
Yeah, just blink into the camera if you're unsafe.
All right, well, let's take a quick break. We've got a lot more to cover, a lot more.
Good, let's get into it.
I'm very excited for the next topic. So please, guys, do not go anywhere. We will be right back with Sean McLaughlin.
Your boy.
Yeah, boy.
Oh, God.
Hila, you have to be a complete psychopath to be browsing the internet these days without a VPN. Because everybody is going to be checking up your skirt. I'm talking about advertisers. I'm talking about ISPs. I'm talking about the government. They're all trying to look at your privates right up the skirt. And basically, when you don't have a VPN, Hila, you're letting them do it.
Okay.
Your browsing history, everything. Even if you're not doing weird shit like looking at hentai online, Hila, you're going to want to protect your privacy because you don't want anyone having that data. ExpressVPN has easy-to-use apps that run seamlessly in the background of your computer, phone, or tablet. You turn on ExpressVPN protection. Only takes one click. ExpressVPN secures and anonymizes your internet browsing by encrypting your data and hiding your public IP address. You got to protect yourself with ExpressVPN, and it costs less than $7 a month. I'm talking about phones. I'm talking about tablets. I'm talking about desktop computers. You don't want these creeps having your data. You know what I'm saying? Like Amazon's got this, and like all these advertising people, they've got like a cloud of like, oh, I know when you're on your period. I know when to it's creepy, and I don't like it. And these guys are the best. ExpressVPN. Protect your online activity today and find out how you can get three months free at expressvpn.com/H3. That's EXPRESSVPN.com/H3 for 3 months free with a 1-year package. go ahead and visit expressvpn.com/H3 to learn more. Protect yourself, for Christ's sakes. It's an internet condom. Would you put your dick in some sleazy ass girl you just met at the bar? No, you put on a condom. That's what ExpressVPN is. Strap up. Hila, let's forget for a second about the incredible vibrating features of Quip. The incredible, the fact that it tells...
You said let's forget.
Let's forget about it for a second, okay? Because we all know that Quip is an incredible vibrating toothbrush that tells you how long you need to brush and when to switch sizes. We all know that it's incredible for that fact. But here's what people don't know about Quip that I think I need to tell. The bristle, okay, is the softest. It's the best. It's so gentle on my gums, but it's so strong on my teeth. And I swear to God, I'm not blowing smoke. I've tried every toothbrush under the sun because I'm obsessed with oral hygiene. And my mouth doesn't come out feeling as clean or as well taken care of as this Quip head. Because it's got like soft bristles and it's got rubber on the outside. And sometimes I'll go in there with a toothbrush and it'll be too irritating on my gums. And that you do not want to mess up your gums because let me tell you folks, those do not grow back. Treat your gums right. And that's what Quip, for me, is all about. Now, we all know, as I said, that it vibrates. It starts at $25 and it's pretty much the god of toothbrushes. Okay? But what you don't know is how amazingly clean and fresh your mouth is going to feel after you use this frickin' toothbrush. Now, I'm telling you this, this is the only toothbrush I'll ever use because it's the best. And it's just that simple. And the price is right, guys. It's Quip. If you haven't tried it, try it now because your mouth fucking stinks. It's disgusting. Your gums are receding. Your teeth are rotting out of your head. Try this. Give it a shot and see if it doesn't change everything for you. I bet it will. Quip starts at just $25. Go to getquip.com/H3 right now. You'll get your first refill pack free with a Quip electric toothbrush. That's your first refill pack free at getquip.com/H3. Spelled GETQUIP.com/H3. Thank you to SeatGeek for sponsoring this video. If you don't know what SeatGeek is, it is a ticket app for live events, which includes NBA, concert, Post Malone's, whatever. If they've got tickets and it's live, SeatGeek's got you covered. Now, here's what I like about SeatGeek. If you go to their app, you decide whatever seat you want to buy the ticket for. You have the view from that seat. You get a ranking 1 to 10 on each ticket to let you know if you're getting a good deal or a bad deal. Green is good. Red, my friends, is bad. Okay. Now here is where you're going to lose your shit because we've got the hookup. If you use code H3H3, you get $20 off your first order. That's just $20 free. There's no BS. They're just saying, hey, you know what? You want to go see a show? You want to go see a live event? Come do it with SeatGeek. Try out our app, and we got $20 off your ticket. That's it, dude. They're just hooking you up. Just click the Me tab on the app and enter code H3H3 for $20 off your first purchase. Click the link in the description to download the app. I love SeatGeek. Guys, this offer is kind of insane. Just $20 free to go see whatever show you're thinking of. Because, hey, it's going to cost you $20 more if you don't use SeatGeek. So give it a shot and see if you like it, all right? And you're going to love it. And we're back with Jacksepticeye, Sean McLaughlin.
That's me.
I like saying your last name.
You kind of looked at me when you said we're back, like I was supposed to say something.
I really
like we rehearsed something.
I really like saying McLaughlin. It's a fun.
McLaughlin.
It's like, what's Sarah McLaughlin? Is she Irish? Spelled the same name?
Who's that?
I don't know who that is.
Oh, In the Arms of an Angel. I don't know. I thought for some reason that was common knowledge.
No.
Okay, let's move.
McLaughlin's an Irish name.
Let's move quickly on.
Not American.
Yeah. No, let's stick in this zone for a little bit longer. How many other McLaughlins are there?
So you are close friends with Markiplier, right?
Yeah, you got there.
How close are you guys?
Fairly close. Not as
Fairly
close as
close?
the internet thinks we are.
I was just gonna say how. I mean, like, do you guys say? Do you guys have sleepovers?
No.
Okay.
The internet seems to think we talk every single day.
Because because the internet is quite to the contrary.
Oh, I'm out. I'm gone. No, let me out.
There's this phenomenon on the internet that has completely baffled me. Is that there's fan fiction of you and Mark having like explicit, grotesque sexual
pure
encounters.
sodomy.
Pure sodomy. I mean, yeah, absolutely. Pure sodomy and worse.
Yeah.
Not that there's anything wrong necessarily with sodomy. No. Although sodomy, when you say, is sodomy mean? It's like a violent act. It almost sounds like, is there anything like rapey
it's not
about sodomy?
Making. Let's just put it that way.
Right. I mean, because you can make love to somebody's asshole. But
sure
like but sodomy implies something like nefarious. Am I right or am I wrong, Dan? Can you fact check the definition of sodomy?
The definition of sodomy is sexual intercourse involving anal or oral copulation.
So you could have a romantic sodomy.
I love how we went from like anxiety and YouTube and depression to fucking sodomy.
Basically, what we've just established is that I could sodomize you romantically.
Yeah, it doesn't sound good though.
It doesn't. Sodomy is not a good.
Totally sodomized this girl.
Bro, I
last night.
sodomized the fuck out of her. It doesn't sound good.
It's just a style, right?
It's a style.
It's a lifestyle. It's a way of living.
Well put, Ela. It's totally a style. But like, the breadth of work is insane. Like, this is I'm just trying to show the breadth here. There's like just hundreds of fan fiction here about you guys. It's just endless. What is going on here? Well, you know what? Hold on to that because again, I think.
Wait.
Okay, good. It's gone.
Well, here, no.
You're not just going to put up like a very vulgar picture, are you?
No, but I want to read just an excerpt so that the people at home can see what we're working with.
You proud of me, Mom?
I start.
Made it.
It's not you. You're not doing it. It's an interesting phenomenon, though, and I want to get into it.
Okay. You don't have your own fan fictions?
Dude, nobody wants to fuck me.
No.
Nobody wants to fuck me.
No one wants to fuck me. He immediately. No.
Seriously.
There's just like not at all, which is why this is so shocking. There's so many.
Dude, I have like sex repellent. Nobody wants to fuck me. For better or worse. Ela's the only one in the world that wants to fuck me, and that's worked out.
What do you think it is? Why do you think people don't want to have sex?
Probably because I'm just like, I'm physically grotesque. I mean, first of all, that's pretty much, I mean, like, not that easy to look at, first of all.
I think you're great.
Well, like, body-wise, nobody wants to fuck the Pillsbury's Doughboy, for example.
I do.
I mean, some people do, but not the people that write fan fiction.
Sodomize the Pillsbury Doughboy.
Yeah, romantic sodomy.
Romantic sodomy.
So anyway, here, let me just read an excerpt. I'm not going to put you through, but there's just this one that's just so powerful. I start thrusting, matching his bounce.
50 Shades of Jack.
When I hear, "Oh, Mark," I hit his prostate good and hard. "Daddy, please hit that spot again," Jack practically screamed. I hit his prostate again. I jerked him off, matching my thrust. "Daddy, I'm close." "Me too, kitten."
I mean, that's just a trip to the doctor.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm there, kitten.
Oh
I hit his prostate one more time before he came in my hand. Jesus. Not long after I released, this is the last one, so I'm not going to, just to let you know. Not long after I released inside of him, I pull out of him, watching my seed. Like, these people are sick. Seed run down his thighs. I admire my work.
It's good writing. Find synonyms.
Seed?
Yeah.
Like, that's just sick. Like, damn, seed?
You don't get your baby seed out now and then?
I get it out, but I don't necessarily call it seed. Because that just seems a little fucked.
You're not wrong there.
I pulled out and watched my seed run down his thighs. I admired my work before he attempted to stand up, but fall right back down on the couch. Ouch. Yeah, it's going to hurt for a couple days.
I admired my work like it was a fucking Jackson Pollock on his thigh.
God.
He planted some seeds. He fucking blamed the garden. Yeah, it's going to hurt for a couple of days. I say, chuckling, getting up from the couch.
What?
I get a wet rag and help him clean up, but it's totally worth it, he says, smiling. Hey, Jack, yeah, I love you. I love you too. So this shit is in deep.
There's romantic sodomy.
Yeah, the very definition of.
Full circle.
So
what's going on here?
Yeah. Is this like a meme?
Yeah. Is this like...
I mean, by definition, probably.
But like what
are they joking though, or...
No.
They're not.
A lot of this is not joking.
Ooh.
There's people who... This is their sexual fantasy.
Yeah.
Is you two getting
I mean,
weird
this has been going on for like
Who's creating
4
this?
years.
Who's creating this?
Fans.
But like who? If you imagine somebody who wrote that, what do they look like in your mind?
It's fucking George R.R. Martin
Yeah.
hunkering over his typewriter
Wouldn't that
somewhere.
be great if he actually wrote his own fanfic? He's the genius behind it. Will you be upset if I pull up some art?
No. I'm kind of...
YouTube might be.
No, I took out all the grotesque stuff.
A long time ago, this started getting very weird, but we've been very vocal about, I mean...
Some of it's pretty
okay, wait,
good.
go back to that one. That one, like, as much as I don't want to do that with Mark, that is fantastic artwork.
Yeah, I agree.
Absolutely.
That is a lot of effort to go
Absolute
through to do
dedication.
that.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
those-
whoever drew that, good art style.
Oh, you're holding a cookie that you drop once you embrace him. Did you notice that?
Yeah, maybe we're exchanging the cookie.
Interesting detail that they would include a cookie in that.
Yeah, this is old. That's green hair. Oh, my
Little
God.
nipple pinch.
You know, I had to do it to him.
Had to do it. Got him. Damn. Tenderness.
So crazy.
But I'm sorry to put you through this. I'm just like, there's something like really special here in that it's just so incredible. Like that this is a thing.
I mean, that the way I've always tried to see it is that at first, me and Mark, obviously good friends, we got along very well. Once you start doing stuff together and you show that you have good chemistry together, like for Let's Plays and stuff, this type of stuff I think is inevitable.
Oh my god.
Damn.
I remember that one.
I'm getting the fucking...
That really looks like Mark. Like they're good artists.
I
You
gotta
see,
say,
it doesn't look like me.
Well,
your face is obstructed by
Your
his
face is-
beautiful
yeah,
kissing
it's more-
motion. Let me
more
just
covered.
Let me just say, bro, I'm half chubbed right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn. You don't want me to make it a full chub? Want me to nipple pinch? Do you want some
No.
seed?
Shit. Oh, that's all of them.
No. For the longest time, people used to do that like very heavily. And me and Mark said, okay, Septiplier's a thing. We get it. Please don't do anything explicit
man.
with it because it's weird. It's not like characters from a book. It's not like John
Real
Daenerys. It was like people who actually know each other and get along and have a friendship. And then they would do this. And then it kind of died down for a while. And now it's very open that we're not okay with it. And the whole Septiplier thing, we're like, please don't.
You're very much like, don't do this.
Yeah. Because before it was like, do it in like a friendly bromance kind of thing. But then people
It got
still
weird.
kind of took it further and further. So now we're like, just don't do it at all.
Did you get weird interactions in real life? Because I know you do events with fans, and like, did anyone like bring something like that to you?
People will yell stuff at us. So like during some live shows, if I talk about, because there's a section in my live show where I talk about something getting weird with like YouTube popularity, and someone yelled out Septiplier at me. I was like, no, stop. There's kids here.
Right.
But yeah, every now and then somebody will say something about it. And it's still a thing on the internet and everything, and people still do it. And I don't want to take away from people's, if that's their outlet to create art and that's how they really want to express themselves, I hate being the person to take that away from somebody.
But you
It's
feel
weird,
personally
but-
violated, it seems like, by it.
Not violated, it's something that I don't think needs to exist.
Yeah. Right.
I think it went too far and like jumped the shark too much. And now it's like, well, you can't see it without seeing that side of it anymore, I think.
Right.
So I think that's why I'm kind of like, just don't do it at all anymore. Because whenever anybody does something, even if it's not explicit anymore, people will shit all over them and get bullied for it and everything. And I don't want that to happen either. So just,
Yeah.
Damn.
you can just draw us as friends.
Bro,
we don't need to be kissing all the time.
Yeah.
Draw one of me and Ethan.
I'd be fucking so honored to
want-
have fan fiction
Want
about
some
me.
sodomy fan art?
I just
After
need
this episode, you will.
Dude, if you guys can draw me and Jack fucking, I'm down. I don't know about you, but I'm down.
You have a free pass on this one. A once off.
Don't worry, it's not going to become a thing. Nobody wants to see me naked, bro.
You should draw Ethan like super buff. Like just fucking ripped.
No, draw me as like a big gay bear.
Big Adonis.
A big gay hairy bear
Big beard.
with BDSM
You're
chains
just wearing
on.
a flannel and that's it. Nothing else.
Oh, man.
But yeah, it did get weird because then anytime it got weird between me and Mark because anytime we would hang out, we'd be afraid of even like being
Oh,
friendly
you can't
with
be
each other.
natural.
Yeah.
If there's a photo of you guys being like, hey, and then all of a sudden all these little...
Yeah, because we did like a PAX panel and we were playing Cards Against Humanity with Ken and Felix. And there was some moments where we like looked at each other and like had like fun
Do
interactions.
people actually think that you guys... Do they think that it's real? Are you
Some
afraid
people-
that people think that
some
you guys
people do.
actually are?
Really?
Some
That's-
people want it to be real.
But like, so they'll watch a video of you guys interacting, and they'll see a moment of you guys like catching eyes, and they'll be like, "I knew that they actually fucked."
And then there'll be like posts of people being like, they're just hiding their bisexuality.
Oh
It's
my
a
God.
whole conspiracy
Yeah.
theory.
It's like, I am 100% straight.
Does that
by the
part
way.
bother you?
And you both have
Or in relationships?
in public relationships. I mean, it's not.
And then like it keeps going and going and going.
Is that the part that bothers you? That people think there's a conspiracy that you are and Mark are actually in a relationship secretly?
No, I don't know. It's
it's
a
just
whole
weird.
mess.
Yeah.
There's a whole lot to it. And it's been going on for like 4 years, so there's not enough time for this podcast to take through it all.
And you do need therapy.
Yeah, absolutely. You should come with me.
Do a little couples therapy.
Couples therapy separately.
They'd be like, dude, you guys shut up together. You guys definitely need therapy. That's fucking weird.
Just the fact that we did that alone.
Yeah. Damn. It's fascinating stuff.
It's weird. The internet, it's a crazy place.
Because I don't see fan fiction really about, like, on that degree about anyone else online. I don't know why it is that
never
got
seen
you
anything
two
like that.
so fueled up,
Maybe it's just
you know?
there's a subsection of a shared audience or something. I
Yeah.
don't know.
It's
Like,
a Tumblr thing, right?
I
noticed you say you spend time on Tumblr. This is a Tumblr phenomenon. This couldn't exist anywhere else.
I don't know. Well, see, I like Tumblr. Tumblr are nice.
What do you do on Tumblr? I don't know what to do on Tumblr.
What do you kids do on Tumblr?
What do you do on Tumblr?
You tumble, dude.
Do you tumble, bruh?
Well, Tumblr is where all the best fan art comes from, I think.
Okay.
And everyone's like very engaged, and it's an easy platform to like filter through, I think. Whereas like everything else is
Type in a
algorithm.
keyword. How do you
Yeah.
browse Tumblr? What do you do on Tumblr?
You just search through. You have like a tag, like same as anywhere else. And you
Okay.
just search through, and you see people interacting with the stuff you've uploaded. That
I
day.
just think of like furries and like stuff like that.
Well, that's the thing. Like that's definitely a side of Tumblr.
Yeah.
And anybody who's on Tumblr will say the exact same thing.
And it pops up. You almost can't avoid it. You're like, hey, flowers
Oh,
for
yeah.
Mother's Day. Here's a brony taking it up the ass.
There's porn bots on Tumblr. So you'd be going
What does
through
that
like
mean?
your regular stuff. To be some fan art, some text posts, and everything, and all of a sudden it's like a picture of a woman in a bikini saying she wants to have sex. Call her now.
Really?
And it's just like, wow, okay. I don't know this woman.
Or
another
better
one's
call her.
like, it's another one's like, want to lick my pussy? Do it. I'm like,
All right.
not sure. Did you get her consent? And what was really weird about it, because you can tell it's just like Instagram models or whatever, and then they're just obviously bots, so they find pictures that got interaction or have semi-nudity or whatever in it. And then one time I was going down and there was like a Jessica Negri picture.
Right.
And I was like, want to fuck her? Do it. And I was like,
What?
that was weird.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
Like, I know her.
Actually, actually, this is a problem I've heard about is that like people who make porn ads on the internet,
Yeah.
they'll just grab any photo
Yeah.
without any permission because like, well, what are you going to do about it? So they'll
Really?
grab a photo of a totally wholesome, pretty girl
What?
from Instagram and then put her on Pornhub like fuck hot local cuties.
Or Tinder. They like catfish
Tinder?
people with somebody's...
Yeah.
That is so crazy. That's got to be illegal, no?
Probably.
But, I
But
guess
it's like impossible
There's like no way
yeah.
to do anything about it.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Damn.
I got stuck
internet,
out
man.
of my Tumblr account and I have no access to it.
You're out of Tumble? You're not tumbling?
You're not
used to-
tumbling, dude?
I used to upload my art and I just forgot my password one day. And it was my old email account, and now I just have no way to.
I mean, Tumblr's owned by Yahoo, so it's a fucking mess.
Yeah. So they locked me out.
You ever try to get back in? I mean, what's
did.
going on?
Yeah.
You tried your best
You wanna-
efforts
you
to
wanna-
get you in?
You want to get back in and tumble, dude?
Wait, how could you... is it linked to your Yahoo account? Is
To
it-
my old email, which I don't have the password to.
Damn, you are just fucked. Your life is
Yeah.
fucked.
Yeah, it's all over, Gila.
Where are you going to catch your brony porn at? You ever see any weird porn on Tumblr on your time there?
I did see like randomly scrolling. I remember all of a sudden like there was porn, and I didn't even know where it
I
comes
feel like that's
from.
a problem.
Like,
Yeah.
That's an issue, Tumblr.
Get
but
on
it
it.
was so long ago. I don't know if it's still the same.
Yeah,
It was like
I think it's always going to be the same. There's no way of stopping it.
What, again, like the thing that I see on Tumblr is this furry porn. Have you seen that?
Can I just say, I'm really glad that the episode you start talking about furry porn on is the one that I have to be on.
I mean, do you want to participate in this conversation? We can skip.
Oh, we're in it. No,
Yeah.
we're in it. Let's fucking
Because
go.
like that's the thing that I don't have the empathy as a human being to understand.
I don't relate on an emotional basis.
What you have, I don't know if you guys have ever seen brony or furry porn, but it's drawings of humanoid animals with massive cocks.
I've never
just
seen
a
it.
cum fest. Just nasty
You
fucking.
just don't get it, okay?
I don't.
Let them
Explain it to me.
sodomize each other, okay?
Romantically,
Let them live their lives. They're not harming you.
okay.
You don't use Tumblr, but
I mean,
somehow that's
no.
the stuff you do see on Tumblr.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah.
called out.
Well, I've used it to the extent where I'm like, all right,
All right, brony, Tumblr.
Brony sodomy.
I'm telling you, you don't have to fucking try. That shit's on there.
I've never seen
You
it.
you don't even have to try. All right, look, Jack is Mr. Inclusive. He's gonna stand up for fucking everybody. So I'm not even gonna try to go.
I mean, you're allowed to have your opinion.
I mean,
it doesn't. I don't see it, so I was just going to let people live their lives.
I mean, you're welcome to live your life. And I'm not going to tell you don't, but I also on one hand need to acknowledge that that's fucking bizarre. Like we can acknowledge like, dude, keep doing your thing, love what you're doing, but also what the fuck. Right? Like we can both have both minds about it, right?
I guess you can, yeah.
All right, whatever. This isn't part of the roadmap.
This isn't on your flow chart.
You know, but I mean, if that's what you're into.
Maybe that's what people think is
But
going
does that
on
mean you
with
want to
us.
fuck animals?
No, that's the thing about it. It's like there's so much like intricacy to it. It's like, no, I just want to fuck somebody else who's dressed as an animal.
So they don't want to fuck animals.
But I don't want
Very-
to be
Because-
very
bestiality.
specific.
Well, because in the cartoons, they're not dressed as animals. They are animals, right? And they have giant horse cocks you know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, if you're going to draw yourself, you might as well draw yourself with the giant horse cock.
But they're also horses.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I agree. To me,
I'm
it's
not-
weird. I don't get it.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
I'm not into it. I'm not.
I don't know why I put it.
That's in my backpack
I'm not.
there.
I don't mind. I'm like holding you to this.
Furry butt plug
Yeah,
tail.
Yeah. All right. We can move on now. It's a fascinating thing. I mean, if you've never seen it, go check it out on Tumblr because it's a fucking wild ride. It's a wild ride.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Okay,
show you.
I'll
Eli.
check it out.
Go
I'm gonna
find
show-
Ethan's account on Tumblr.
Brownie H3 Brownie experience. On Tuesday we're doing an episode.
Yeah.
And this week I'm going to show you brownie porn on
All
Tumblr,
right.
and we'll report back on Tuesday.
Okay.
Great.
Please text me.
If you want to look and
let me know
call
your
in,
findings.
if you want to call in, I'd love to hear them.
I'll come back for a second episode of the podcast
The brownie,
just to talk
yeah,
about
the brownie follow up.
results. We make it like a book club.
Interesting stuff, really. So, I love this, or it's just so interesting that I mean, your channel got its first big break from a PewDiePie contest, right? Mm-hmm. That's an accurate statement.
Yeah.
I have this clip. It's really short. It's crazy that this small little shout out.
That's cool. Okay.
Oh, you're actually going to show the shout out? Oh my god!
Well, no, I mean, I don't think it's embarrassing or anything. It's really short.
Top of the modern fucking. I don't even know. This
He
guy
doesn't
seems-
even show you. He just said it.
Yeah,
Oh, look at you in the corner.
that's me.
Oh,
Almost unrecognizable.
yeah.
Damn.
Sweet baby boy.
How old were you at this time?
2013. So
5 years ago?
23.
And he's cool. Okay. Top of the modern fucking. I don't even know. This guy seems crazy. I really like
That's it.
whatever it is he's doing.
Yep.
He seemed really funny. His name is Jacksepticeye. You should check him out.
He
as
said
well.
it.
Jacksepticeye. What was that like for you?
Well, here's the thing, because there's huge misconceptions about that. Because it's easy to look back, and me and Felix are friends and everything, and look back and say like, oh, that's how he became popular. That's the secret. You just get a shout out competition. But at that time, I was at 2.2k subs there, and then after that, I came home from college and it was at 15,000 subscribers, which is fucking bananas at that moment. And then after like 3 days, it went up to 20k, and then completely stopped. Nothing happened after that.
Interesting.
And I had been doing like Grand Theft Auto 5 videos twice a day for like a week, and no one was watching those either. So the people who came from the shout out kind of watched one video, and it got like 15k views, and then just didn't watch anything else
Sure.
ever.
Moved
And then
on.
people just stopped subscribing. It went from like getting 3,000 subs a day to 100.
Right.
And then
just like-
no
it was
one
like
really
a-
watched anymore. So that was the moment where I changed like everything I was doing
Interesting.
and became more of myself and just like settled into the content.
So how long after the shout out was it? Like, what's the timeline of the growth of your channel? Like in comparison, because how long did it? much time passed from that shout out to the point where your channel started like picking up traction?
About 6 months, I'd say. So it was after that. That was September 2013. And then after that, like the rest of the year passed and nothing was really happening. Some stuff was still like residual and everything. But I just like put my foot down. I started doing videos like much harder, much better, a lot more variety. I wasn't just doing the same game anymore. The whole top of the morning thing became like a huge thing at that point. And then it was August 2014 that the channel hit 1 million subs. So it was like right after that, nothing really happened. But it was the thing that instigated the passion in me.
Right.
So I was like, well, here's this opportunity. I thought it would make the channel huge, and then it kind of died out real quick. And I was like, okay, well, I need to do something. I need to like...
That's the beautiful thing. Because
Yeah.
anyone can get a shout out.
Yeah.
Like it happens all the time. But not everybody takes that
Yeah.
and turns it into an opportunity.
A shout out alone doesn't get you to.
No, yeah.
Yeah, and Felix had 26 million subscribers at that point.
That's so
Wow.
insane how fucking huge his channel is.
Yeah.
Like even back then, he was like,
Yeah. So like 5 years later, and I'm like 6 behind that.
yeah,
And like, if you told that kid that was going to happen, he would have lost his fucking mind.
yeah. No, but I think that's the testament. It's easy to be like, oh, he got a shout out from PewDiePie. You know, of course
Yeah.
he's got 20 million. But like the shout out is literally, it's just like a little like, it's like this.
Yeah.
Like a
well,
little, I mean, it's important, but like
Yeah.
you have to take it.
And the analogy I always use is like, your channel's your car. Felix is the key turning it on, gets you going, teaches you how to like drive it or whatever. But you're the one who has to like change gears and stay in lane and drive down the
By the way,
street.
that shout out wasn't that epic either.
No.
It was like very lightweight.
If you go through, there's a couple of other channels who he shouted out in that, and there was another channel called Illmatic, I remember, who I thought was phenomenal because his editing at the time was insane. I think he's Australian, and he got up to like 11K subs, and then never went any further.
Yeah.
I don't know what his channel's at now. I hope he's doing well.
Illmatic, shout out.
But
You're getting a shout out, bro.
shout out from a shout
You're
out.
getting a fucking shout out all day.
And it was that kind of thing where I'm like, well, I want this to work, so I want to like put the effort in and get it going and
Yeah.
see how far I can push it. And to get a shout out, you kind of have to be putting the work in already. Like he wouldn't have shouted me out if I wasn't doing 2 videos a day at that point. Anyway,
Yeah.
Was there a point where you were getting feedback and you're like, oh shit, they like what I'm doing? Because I remember I had a moment like that where you're like, oh fuck, I'm doing something right. Like, do you remember a specific moment?
yeah, I think it was fairly early on. People obviously like the accent a lot, but they like the energy and the enthusiasm behind
Did you
it.
kick it up at one point? Or, I mean,
No.
because like you said that you took these 6 months and you really focused on your content. Was there something you changed where people were like, oh, that's good, do more of that?
It was just a case of being more of myself, because at that point I was trying to imitate like the Marks and the Felix and
Sure.
everybody else who was kind of doing Let's Plays at that point.
Sure.
And then after that I was like, well, I'm not going to get anywhere if I'm somebody else who
Sure.
already has a channel.
Right.
So I just started being more of who I am and talking honestly and saying
Yeah,
whatever
that
I wanted.
sounds really healthy, dude. Fuck.
I guess.
Being yourself?
No, not to take away from it. I'm hugely grateful for the shout out Felix did.
No, you-
and I'm
I-
really glad that it happened, and I would never take that back. I just think that
Yeah.
there's some misconceptions online of what that did,
Sure.
and that's why everyone's
sure.
like, "You need to do a shout out competition now," because Felix did one. For
It's
you.
I can see it being a little frustrating of being like, you owe everything to this one shout out. It's like, well, that's really not what happened.
Yeah, and
You know.
even Felix like recently came to me. He was like, "Do you want to like delete those videos off our channels and like just not have
That's
them there
funny.
anymore?"
Huh.
He was like,
It's like still a whole thing.
because he knew that people were like shitting on me for that and saying like, "You're only popular because of this thing." So,
That's so insane.
and I was
to say
like,
that.
I
That's
was
so
like, no,
ridiculous.
just keep it there. It's a piece of history that. People
But no, it's good.
It
that you
is a piece of history.
yeah.
But if you go and watch it, you can see it's like, he's not like, you need to go subscribe right now. Like, he didn't even play your video. It was like, check the guy out.
And he I think he was supposed to do the shout out competition and then he kind of forgot about it and then he did it really quick because he came back from somewhere and then that's why his face isn't even on it because he just recorded the thing with his microphone.
Unbelievable, man. PewDiePie. You
What a guy.
guy's on another level.
Yeah. It's like
And he's
65
still,
now.
by the way, we talk about like burnout and shit. He's still posting every fucking, okay, I don't know how he does it. He must be deeply
I mean,
deeply damaged and miserable. No, I'm kidding. He seems really well adjusted. That's what pisses me off the most.
We're all damaged, man. I mean, he changes up his content enough to keep it fresh for himself, so.
Yeah.
I don't like how well adjusted he seems to be. I don't like it at
He's
all.
just a psychopath and he doesn't care about anything.
That's what I like to think.
Yeah.
That's what keeps me going.
That's what we get out of this podcast. Felix is a psychopath.
What's with the top? What's the top of the morning? What's going on there? Where'd that come from?
Oh, well, if you go back and watch an earlier video, my intro used to be, "Hello, all you beautiful people out there."
Yeah, the top of the morning.
And I was
much
like,
better.
I wanted to have like somebody else's voice because I hated mine. I hated my accent. I didn't like looking at
Really?
myself or anything.
Huh.
So my earlier videos have a different intro, different voice, no face cam. And then later on, like during that time, I was like, well, I don't really like this. And I started showing my face. And then everyone thought I was American pretending to be Irish. Because
That's
me
a
doing that
strange
voice
phenomenon.
apparently sounded kind of Americanized.
Right.
And then I was like, well, I want to show people I'm Irish. What's the most Irish thing you can say? And then an episode of Friends, Monica says, "Top of the morning to you, laddie." Like, that's very Irish. And then I was like, okay, I'll be as Irish as I can be in the first 5 seconds of my video. Just as a joke.
That's fucking
And then people
really
resonated with
interesting.
it.
That's
I was like,
so
if you don't like the
funny.
first 5 seconds of the video, you're not going to like the rest, so fuck off.
The Great Firewall.
Yeah.
That's an interesting story.
So I can't really take credit for it.
Friends.
Lots of generations of Irish people came up with that.
How do are you famous in Ireland? Because like, do you get recognized more? You're the biggest YouTuber in Ireland. Do you get recognized? Do people know about you in Ireland?
Yeah.
They do.
When I
Why do
was-
you say it like that? Why do you say it like that?
Because when I was living in a small town that had like 15,000 people in it,
Yeah.
and like every time I went outside, it was like get
Crazy.
recognized like 6, 7.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's just because it's a small town and people know you live there and people are just out and about anyway, depending on the time of day, obviously. And when I had green hair, it was just
Yeah.
a lot more.
Are you
Can't
Bono
miss
famous
that.
in Ireland? You're Bono famous in Ireland.
Bono's
aren't
a pretty like household name
Bono's the
everywhere.
president of Ireland, pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah, I think probably president level.
Well, it's funny because a thing that happened a while ago was they did a list of the top 10 most influential Irish people in like a tabloid paper. It meant nothing, but at number 10 was the president, and 9 was Bono, and then I was next.
You beat
Really?
Bono?
Yeah,
Eat
and-
shit,
and the
Bono.
president.
You two, you're done.
Wow.
You're old news.
So it was really fucking weird, and I was like, yeah, that's not.
That's
like,
that is
Niall Horan was right after me. I was like, hey, Niall.
how do Irish people feel about you? Are they like, hey, one of our boys? You know what I mean? I mean, what's the mentality like?
It's very divided.
Really?
Irish people can be the most passive aggressive people you'll ever meet. They're super friendly and they're great.
Right.
But they'll be like, anytime somebody you'd see, like, the thing about Irish people is like, you'd see somebody, like, a person in LA would see somebody's like big house on the hill and they'd be like, wow, that's what I'm going to work towards. Where an Irish person would be like, oh, fucking doing well for himself, isn't he?
Right.
Prick up on the hill.
Right.
And then you never talk to him or anything.
That's a really funny insight.
So some Irish people are like, yeah, he's out there representing the country. And then other people are like, I hate that he represents our country. And I'm like, I'm not representing fucking anything.
Just doing my thing.
I can't even represent myself
Yeah.
half the time.
What are that's so if you go like how much are you getting recognized here in LA as compared to like back in Ireland?
Not nearly the same.
Really? Because
It kind of depends.
But you don't
I
have the
don't
green hair, too.
Yeah.
I expected the opposite, to be frank.
Really?
Well, I don't know because like Ela, I mean, probably the biggest channel in Israel, right? Most famous YouTuber. For
I don't know. But in Israel, no one
Nobody knows.
No one really knows about me.
Well, also I think it's the language barrier, probably.
Yeah, it is.
Because you speak in Hebrew,
Yeah.
English, obviously. That's what we
Clearly.
speak too.
Oh, I thought we were speaking in Hebrew all this time.
No. Do you remember? Was there a time where like, because your channel, at least from my recollection, seemed to like blow up really fast, right?
Yeah.
Was there like a month or like a period in time where you went from making like, you know, a couple $100 to like, all of a sudden your income was like insane?
Yeah. it went from earning just enough to like get by each week to a point where I was able to like go rent an apartment, move out of my parents' place, and just
In
live
like what
on my own.
scope of time?
In like a month.
Damn. What was
I mean,
that like?
it wasn't like fucking crazy money.
Yeah,
or
but
anything. It was
I
just,
mean, at the
like-
time it was
To you
probably,
at the moment, it probably was.
Yeah, it was nuts. It was like the difference between like $100 a month to like $6,500. And I was like, I can move out. Yay.
That's sick.
I can actually rent a place.
What were you doing before YouTube? You had a job? Were you going to college? Where did you see yourself going before that you had this whole opportunity?
I've gone to college twice.
Really?
So I went to college for music production first and didn't like that. I wasn't very good at it. I played drums and I wanted to learn more about that, but it was all about like theory and how to fix electrical circuits and shit like that. And I didn't care.
Yeah.
So I left that and then became very depressed and miserable at home. That's when I started YouTube and then went back to college for hotel management.
Oh.
And graduated from hotel college.
What?
You did?
Yeah.
How many years is that?
Hotel college.
3 years. You're a fucking hotel manager, bro. By
Bachelor of
trade.
Arts.
What do you learn at hotel management?
Fuck all. You learn how horrible hotels are. The whole time we were there, they were like, hotels are overworked, underpaid, understaffed,
You're like,
and they're
why
all
am I-
losing money. And we were like, cool, I'll get my degree and
Good
leave.
profession.
That's so weirdly specific. I didn't know you could learn that.
So in college, when I was doing like the final semester, that's when that moment happened. And I was like, I left college once before. I should finish this one out and get a degree of some sort. I don't know where YouTube's going. And then thankfully it took off because I don't have to work in a fucking hotel.
Yeah. And you were living with your parents.
Yeah.
How did your parents feel about the YouTube pursuit?
I mean, my parents have always kind of been supportive.
They're good.
Almost to a fault.
They're one of the good ones.
Yeah. Well,
To a fault.
I don't think you should give them that much credit, but it was just a case of like whatever I was into, they would just let me do. And if I was passionate about it, they would.
Do you think if you were like now still at 5,000 subs at home being a YouTuber, what would they still be like, do your thing? Or would they be like, you need to fuck off, push out?
I'd say they'd be fine.
Damn, one of the good ones. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah,
Damn.
they've been nice people.
So are you going to open your own hotel now?
Yeah,
Funny ass.
all the wake
That'd
up
be
calls
great.
are top of the morning. Yeah, it's like you whoosh,
Oh my
right at the start of the day.
God. What's the first nice thing you bought when you started getting that cheddar cheese, that guacamole?
I bought an iPad Mini
That was the first nice
to
thing.
watch Game Grumps videos in bed.
Oh.
I used to watch them every day, but it was on my computer. I'm like, I want to watch it. I didn't have a smartphone at that point. I was like, I want to watch them in bed. So I bought an iPad Mini. It was like €600. I was like, that's way too fucking much to spend on something like this. I was like, will I even get the use out of it? And I went over like a month in my head being like, should I get it? Man, I don't know. Then I got it and I used it every night.
God bless. You still have it?
Nice.
Yeah.
You cherish it?
Yeah.
You use it?
I don't use it.
Yeah,
I just
but
use
you
my
cherish
phone
it.
now. Yeah.
That's cute.
It's a nice little remembrance.
Yeah.
First thing we bought, I remember the first thing we bought nice was the TV. When we were in New York,
Oh, in New York.
I bought like a 35-inch TV.
Damn.
And I was like,
Fuck,
I never
big
owned
pimpin'.
I
We never
even
had a
owned the
TV before.
in like 5 years. And I was like, listen, I had a pretty good month. I'm going to buy myself a TV.
Hell yeah. Drop that cheddar on it.
And
It was
our
still,
bedroom,
actually, wasn't the one in the podcast studio
It is.
until we replaced
until
it?
we replaced it.
Damn.
Yeah.
You got rid of your own piece of memorabilia.
Yeah.
Well, you gave it to your family,
Who did I
right?
give it to? Who's
Someone took it.
Ian's got it.
I'm not.
Oh,
a
Ian.
I'm not
Ian got
that
it.
sentimental.
Um,
Until now, Ian, I want my fucking TV back.
it was funny though. Our bedroom was tiny and the TV was big. Really
we were in this tiny New York apartment.
Yeah.
And I wanted a big TV, dude. I was crushing it. It was like $500.
But like tiny, like it was only the bed and the TV.
I mean,
it was smaller than this.
yeah.
I mean, it makes
was
the TV look bigger, right?
Yeah.
Oh, the TV was enormous. If I look at it now, it looks small.
I mean, what size is
Much this is like 65.
It was smaller
Yeah,
It
than
was
this.
much smaller. But like dude, we watched a lot of hits. Hunter
Yeah.
x Hunter.
Oh yeah.
Fuck, dude.
First time watching that.
Banger.
Love that show. I tell everybody who's into anime, I say, listen, you gotta watch Hunter x Hunter. People don't listen to me. People need to listen to me more.
This is your moment. Shout it out.
We try to tell everybody.
Are you the Hunter x Hunter advocate?
I'm a super fan.
Oh, really?
Are you? Do you? I mean, what's your favorite anime?
I don't know. Because I only got into anime like very recently. I mean, I watched like Dragon Ball when I was younger, and
Have you watched Hunter x Hunter?
no, I know of it and it has a legacy to it, but
You said it like you watched it.
no, I know it's probably decent.
All right,
It's the
not
best.
decent. Give me a fucking break. Though. Come in here.
not
insult my
decent.
anime.
Didn't mean to fucking attack you. Okay, go right in your Tumblr brony blog.
What do you like? What do you watch?
My favorite is One Punch Man.
Oh.
Just
well,
because
Okay.
One Punch is probably my favorite show.
It's his favorite.
Like I've watched it 3 times.
He
and
wants to rewatch
I have
it.
a toy.
Like every week,
have a One Punch
every
Man
week
toy.
he asks me, "Do you want to watch One Punch Man?" And I'm like,
Like
"No."
when Hila was gone in
I
Israel,
watched. Yes.
Okay, good.
I
he
have.
doesn't love it as much.
I don't
I
want
thought
to.
you'd have to leave this table, right?
But I don't want to rewatch the whole season 10 times.
I love it so much that I bought it on Amazon again so that I could watch it with the English dub so that
Yeah.
it felt newer. Because I've watched it so many times.
Was it shit
No, I loved it.
in English?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Standard in English.
I took some getting used to.
Yeah.
But, yeah. But
I don't-
season 2 got announced.
Yeah. I just like it. It's well animated. The pacing
It's
of it is
amazing.
fucking great.
It's like
I
the
like it
perfect
too.
show. It's doesn't take itself seriously, Hila. It's hilarious.
How many times
It's
have you
not,
watched it?
It's
4
act-
times.
Have you?
Yeah.
You see?
What is wrong?
It's a short
Guys.
show.
Oh, you're in the minority here.
Yeah.
I watched
Take-
it like 3 times too. Just gonna
What?
chip in.
Yeah, thanks, Dan.
See, I'm not even that much of a super fan.
Yeah, he's in the minority of fans in this fucking room.
It's so perfect. It's hilarious. That the fighting scenes are the best I've ever seen.
Yep.
So well animated.
Okay.
Doesn't take itself seriously. Compelling characters. Incredible action. Non-stop thrill rides while maintaining a great heightened sense of humor all at the same time.
Pure
did
satire.
Did I mention great animation?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I can't wait
I
until the
settled my
comments
case.
come out and they're like, One Punch Man is not the best. That's actually Attack on Titan. Okay?
That's
Nah.
blatantly false. I like
agree.
that show.
I
though, but
agree that it's,
No, I love Attack on Titan.
it's
but
not better than
I hate to admit this, but I feel like all my favorite shows right now are anime.
It's because there's good anime.
Kind of
Have you watched
embarrassing.
Agretsuko?
No.
It's like the one on Netflix now with the little cat girl who gets angry.
Oh,
and
I haven't watched
plays heavy
that. I've
metal.
seen it. Is that a good one?
Yeah.
I'll check it out.
It's fun.
I mean, I saw the picture and I was like, I can't. I'm not really my taste.
What about
but-
My Hero Academia?
We're watching that.
Dude, I'm all caught up in that shit.
Me too, baby.
You want to get superhero right now?
Dude,
You-
My Hero Academia is. I am fucking every Saturday. It's on Hulu. I'm like, Hila, clear our calendar. It's My
Time to
Hero
go fucking
Academia.
bust Ultra, baby.
Dude, I have to say, the fight scene between. I'm not going to spoil anything, but like that epic fight scene between.
One of the newer ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But with All Might
That was the best episode.
and the villain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude! I was like, I'm so captivated.
Yeah.
I watched that episode back to back twice.
It's a good one.
Damn.
Any
I love it.
Boku no Hero fans out there?
Yeah.
But I love all these shows, but Hunter x Hunter, by far.
I mean,
That's
The
your
best.
favorite?
in terms of like writing and music, I mean, the writing in that show is beyond anything I've ever seen. In
How long
anime.
is it?
It's
It's like 5
150
seasons.
eps.
That's a bit steep.
I
They're
mean,
all
if
good,
you
though.
there's animes like One Piece.
Oh.
I will never fucking dare to get into because it has like 5,000 episodes and it's still going. It's like take a rest.
I used to watch Bleach, and then it was like,
tried.
nothing is.
I tried.
It's never getting to the end.
Give me a break, dude. I need to know that there's an end in sight.
Yeah, that's why I like Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh, yeah.
The Brotherhood
that one.
series.
Yeah.
That's my second favorite.
Yeah.
Can I comment on that? That was
Yeah.
one of the first anime series we watched, and I loved it.
And
But I tried rewatching it recently, and after becoming a fan of like One Punch Man and
My
Hunter
Hero.
x Hunter, and I'm like, don't love it as much.
The original or Brotherhood though?
we
That's
watched
the important-
both.
Brotherhood's
Brotherhood,
obviously the more cherished one.
Yeah, the good one.
Yeah,
I don't know that it was a good judgment, though, because I think you only tried like 2, like just at the beginning.
yeah,
It's pretty slow. When
Yeah.
it starts off.
yeah. I guess so.
I still think it's up there.
Yeah, it's a good
It's one of the best ones ever.
Yeah.
Dude, what's the tax rate in Ireland? Let's get to what's really important. It's like 15%, isn't it?
It's like 12.5 corporate tax.
Oh, my God.
And that's what you pay because you're probably incorporated, right?
Yeah, well, I'm not in Ireland anymore.
Oh, so you're getting fucked by UK now.
Oh.
Was that a big change for you? Because like Ireland has like one of the lowest tax rates of any.
Yeah, it's
What
like
is
tax
it in
haven.
the UK?
It's probably up there with everywhere else, like 40%
Yeah,
or something.
Yeah, I think it's between like
40.
40. I don't want to say out loud because I can't remember it off the top of my head.
But it's like much more.
Yeah.
Was that a big change for you?
Yeah.
That's kind of painful,
I
right?
mean, well, it's also just you have to go through all the fucking paperwork of moving everything over. And
That is so annoying.
yeah.
So you had to change your company to an English company, or how does that work?
Yeah, there was just a lot of shit involved with it, like creating like subsidiaries and shit like that, just to make sure everything was above board.
Sure. God, I have fantasies about paying 15% tax rates. I wake up and
That's
I'm like,
insane.
I'm like, oh my God, our tax is only 15%. And I'm like, no, it's just a dream. It's not
Well,
that
here
serious.
it's like closer to 50.
Yeah, in California, just to prep you, if you want to move
In
to
LA.
LA, you're going to be paying 50%.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind.
Man,
Start saving up now.
yeah, start saving up for that tax bill.
Can't wait to pay that army bill.
I mean, 50%. That's what you're facing here.
I mean, that's what's ridiculous about it, right? It's because you don't really get much
Yeah.
for it.
No,
for
they're
that amount.
Yeah, exactly.
No college, no healthcare.
Yeah,
That's a whole rabbit hole, dude.
and that's the thing, because my editor's from Sweden, and everything over there is free. So, like, free healthcare, free education. You get paid to go to college.
I don't get all these. This
That's
is like
crazy.
a conservative talking point here. Is they're like, socialism never works, and it's like, what are you talking about? Scandinavia is like utopia.
I mean, it
In
works
terms of
everywhere else in the
social,
world.
there's social programs.
It's not a shithole country,
No,
apparently.
no. I mean, no, I wouldn't say so. But or I mean, well, you probably don't want to get into politics.
Yeah, well, I
I'll
just don't
spare
know
you.
enough
It's
about
funny
politics.
I'll
for
spare
me
you.
that it's a political debate because I'm not thinking about politics. I'm just a person experiencing like paying so much taxes, but you don't get anything. I don't know even why it's got to be so political.
Well, it's like, I mean,
guess
this is
it
something
is.
that I've been thinking. Like, Trump wanted to have $100 million military parade in D.C. And meanwhile, actual veterans aren't getting health care.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck? Meanwhile, it's like, you always get this talking point of like, how are you going to pay for it? You say, it's a very liberal talking point that you want, health care and college tuition free to whoever wants it. And they always say, how are you going to pay for it? It's like, bro, how are you going to pay for your $100 million military parade? Space Force.
Damn. Let it out, man. Speak your truth.
How are you going to pay for anything?
Spill that political
We're
tea.
in debt trillions of dollars. Who's paying for that?
I don't know
It's
how
easy to
everyone
say.
else
Yeah,
got
Hira.
it figured out.
No, they figure. Well, the truth of the matter is that when you have social health care, it's actually cheaper than what the fuck ever we have
Yeah.
now. It's because, like, well, anyway.
You're going to have to drop a soundboard on him now to break that tension.
That's true.
I thought that bitch was
Maybe not the right one to drop on him.
No, that's what you get. Here, what else we got here?
What else do you have?
Well, a lot.
Are these new? You just got your stream decks?
Yeah,
Destroy the child.
that's Alex Jones. Here, this is my favorite. You're gonna like this.
Yeah. Every time
was why. I thought
Oh, you can just intersperse them. I get it.
It's my default.
The curb theme. Every time I die in Fortnite. Spread that shit.
Really?
Yeah.
You like Curb?
Yeah.
Me too.
I haven't watched a whole lot of it, but what I've seen is good.
Yeah, it's great. You watch Seinfeld?
No.
Is it popular in Ireland?
It's popular everywhere.
Right.
It's
Just
Seinfeld.
it came. It came right before my time, and then growing up, Friends was like the big thing. when I was growing up.
Yeah.
So I kind of missed the Seinfeld boat, but I do want to go back and watch it at some
I
point.
recommend it.
I've watched a few episodes on like
Especially
flights
if you
and
like
stuff.
Curb, then you'll definitely
Yeah.
like Seinfeld.
How many tattoos do you have? Do you have just one?
Just the one. I want to get a second one.
Here, I'll show the people here. You have a massive Bloodborne tattoo, right?
we have it right
You
here.
actually can show it.
I just yeah. You don't need a picture.
Here it is on the TV, if you guys will direct your attention
Wait.
there. If you guys look on the TV here, there it is. Wow, the likeness is uncanny. What does the game mean to you that you were so enthused about this game that you wanted to tattoo it?
What is the game to people like me who don't know?
Bloodborne.
Okay.
Dan's a big fan of it, apparently.
Yeah. So I've always kind of been a From Software, the people who make it, and I love Dark Souls. I love Dark Souls 2, 3, Demon Souls, and this. And then I always wanted to get a tattoo anyway, and it was in my head. I was like, what the fuck am I going to get? Nothing really means a whole lot to me. And then this I decided to get because you don't need to know what Bloodborne is to know what this is. And I think it's just a cool design anyway. I was like, well, I want to make the leap and get something. And then it's like my second favorite game of all time. And then
What's first?
Shadow of the Colossus.
Well, let's get that fucking tatted
That's what
on
I'm
your
doing.
face.
I'm getting it here.
Oh.
On my face?
Well, I don't know. You love it that much.
I like my face more.
Okay. I've never played that game, but it looks amazing.
Yeah.
I've seen footage. It's so
it's real
cool.
good.
Nice.
I played it when I was a teenager and it blew me away.
When you poop, do you wipe forward or backwards?
Front to back.
front to back. So
balls to back.
You go like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you do?
Listen, it's a whole thing,
Sideways?
but I go back to front. I go under the balls, and it's really a point of contention here on this podcast. But
You're fucking weird.
That's a weird one.
What if you drag shit into your balls?
Bro, what if you drag shit up your ass crack?
Then you can just keep wiping.
But do you?
Yeah.
Well, that's weird. I have control, dog.
I'm weird.
You streak shit up your ass crack?
All the way up
It's
the
called
back.
control, dude.
No, all the way up the back. Leave a good scent.
Do you use baby wipes?
No.
You go all dry.
Yeah. I mean, if it's a messy situation, there's a sink nearby. Just like dab it up.
With your hand?
No.
The toilet
Wet the
paper.
toilet paper. What's wrong with you?
Because I can't wet toilet paper because my asshole is hairy and it sticks to the hair and gets dingleberries. But you have a clean asshole.
That sounds like a fucking you problem, man.
No, I mean
Shave your ass.
Do you shave your ass?
I mean, a little bit, yeah.
Damn.
You got to keep things trimmed.
See, but how do you safely shave your asshole?
With very precise tools.
What? Tell me, because I'm a man that needs to learn.
I don't know, man. I don't want to like Dollar Shave Club.
Do you use a razor?
No, not that fucking weird.
Well, that's what I'm concerned about because
I'm not like
I
a
don't.
bald baby's ass.
You manicure with scissors or what?
I mean, whatever gets the job done. Whatever's in the house. Hedge clippers, lawnmower.
Huh.
So
you don't use a razor and get in there?
No, Jesus,
Okay.
I'll tear my
asshole. That's what I imagine. But the thing is, even if the assholes are short, I feel like it still gets stuck.
I don't know.
The situation is clearly different.
I love that I could just be lying right now as well and dragging you down a rabbit hole.
You're not lying. Don't.
I'm not lying. No. If you have a hairy ass, shave it.
No, the thought never crossed my mind, to be frank with you. I know I actually had guests here who they shave their asshole too to help the situation down there, and I think that would be a huge life improvement for me.
Yeah.
But I don't really know how to get in there. Do you put a mirror on the ground? Do you lay on your back and look at your asshole in the mirror? I mean, how do you do it? How do you get the vantage point?
I think you just guess.
You guess?
You don't, it's like, what's there to mess up?
Like this?
Do you have a fucking prolapsed ass?
No, but like...
Hemorrhoids sticking out?
I don't know. It just seems like a more delicate job than just
Just go
blindly
to
getting
a
in there.
lady, get it waxed.
Wow. That's fucked.
Just take a page out of Philly D's book and just jump into it.
Just get right into it.
Get filled in.
I don't think that's what he was talking about.
It probably is. He seems like a clean
I'm
man.
fascinated by this because this is something that, generally isn't talked about, but everyone has really
No, we need to be
fascinating-
positive male role models right now.
Yeah.
Half my audience are freaking out right now. I didn't need to know. Yes, you did.
The fanfic just got a whole lot weirder.
Just sodomizing it after shaving each other's asses.
Ooh, I didn't say that.
Oh, God, I just give people ideas.
One thing that I did pick up from having this conversation I'd like to pass on to you and actually some of our listeners who are probably waiting for updates. Metamucil, have you heard of that? It's a fiber supplement made of this thing called psyllium husks. And it really tightens your
shit.
Yeah. And so I found that it's been a really great, beautiful thing. Take a pop of a couple of those in your mouth
And
every
it's
day.
just fiber. It's supposed to be
But
good.
it's-
Yeah,
anyway.
maybe if
fiber.
your diet was just balanced, you wouldn't have slurry coming
Oh,
out
it
of your
helps.
ass.
It helps. I mean, sure, but it helps. It helps.
Stop eating gyros all the time and...
Euros. You're not from LA.
No. What,
Burritos.
avocado
Burritos.
toast?
No. Avocado toast, I'd be shitting like a dream.
Burger.
Fucking
Burger and burrito.
salsa.
In-N-Out.
Salsa
Yeah.
doesn't help. You do Irish people fuck with spicy food?
No, actually. I do.
What do you
I
eat
love
in
spicy.
Ireland? Like, what's a dish that like people fuck with there?
Yeah, we don't really have like traditional dishes. Ah, fuck.
Oh, yeah. We
We,
gotta cover that, Dan. I want any lawsuits in here.
Yeah, are we covered by insurance?
I
Nope.
think
I'm
we are.
I'm
actually.
bleeding everywhere right now. No, like lamb stew is like a big thing, or shepherd's pie.
Lamb stew. That sounds dank.
It's pretty good.
Really fatty cut of lamb.
Yeah. Damn. Real
What's
thick.
shepherd's pie? I'm not sure I've ever had authentic.
It's like minced meat with certain like
We've had that over like mashed potatoes.
yeah, mashed potatoes on top. And
Oh,
then
on top.
you oven cook it so it's like crispy on top.
Damn. Pie crust on the top.
No, that's American.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's something they would do in America. Like,
Filthy form.
Throw some
Get
fucking
an
pie crust on it. Take it up a notch.
and then some melted cheese on top.
Yeah, bacon.
Some fucking
Yeah.
whipped cream.
Right?
Cool Whip.
Now I'm hungry.
I mean, that's why you get the shitty ass all the time.
Exactly.
But I'm
This is what you're doing.
yeah, I need help. I need help. I'm not changing.
them all.
And let me tell you what, I'm not
I
changing my
try.
diet for anybody.
Aren't you supposed to be his carer?
What do you?
Try.
Don't they have fucked up shit in Ireland, like made of intestines and shit?
Oh,
like
blood pudding.
blood pudding.
What?
Yeah.
You fuck with blood pudding?
Hell yeah.
What?
Black pudding.
I've
It's
never.
like coagulated blood that you eat, basically, with spices in it. Shit's good.
Tank.
pretty
Healthy or unhealthy?
Oh, woefully unhealthy, I'd say. Full of
But
salt.
But it's so good that it's worth it.
Yeah. Put it on it's like a full Irish breakfast.
Couldn't they
Get
think of
some
a better, like more enticing name?
Well, it's called black pudding.
Oh, it's not blood pudding.
No, that is what it is, but we don't call it that because no one would eat that.
Yeah.
That sounds so
Black
weird.
pudding.
I mean, you eat sausages, which is lined with like
And
intestinal
yeah,
shit.
no, I'm down.
Yeah,
I
try
like
out.
it.
Try it out. It's fun. It's nice.
Do you have? Well, we've got pretty much everything sorted.
Okay, we got through the sodomy, the furries, the politics. We dropped a Fortnite in there.
Right? Yeah, I'll put Fortnite in the thumbnail.
We
and the title.
talked about shit. We talked about
Just
fan
mention
fiction
Logan Paul.
and therapy.
Logan Paul.
We talked about the Suicide Forest.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
Who's going to win
Dead.
the fight? Drop that in there. August
Right.
25th.
We didn't talk about that, no. That's
No, we didn't.
clickbait.
I have talked about.
Oh, we
it
did?
on this podcast.
Today?
Not today. Who do you think's gonna win?
I think Logan's going to win.
Really? Is he taller? Does he have a longer reach?
Yeah.
What makes you think that? Yeah.
Yeah, he's taller. He just seems like
He's bigger.
He's harder to
He's
knock
probably
over.
weighs more. He must.
like no, KSI is like stacked and everything, and he got into great shape. But watching him fight Joe Weller, it was like, well, you only won because Joe didn't really fight. And
I
everything-
haven't seen that actual fight, so that would be good to inform my opinion. But a lot of times in boxing and fighting in general, the bigger guy generally wins.
I mean,
And
look
that's
at-
why you have weight classes, but these guys are probably not in the same weight
Didn't matter
class.
to Tyson.
Yeah,
He was
Tyson.
short.
Well, Tyson, but they were in the same weight class. He was heavy. He was stout,
That's true.
right?
Yeah,
But Tyson was also like a fucking monster.
I just think
But
just physicality will win out. And
Right.
Logan used to do like wrestling in college and high school and stuff. And
So I was leaning towards KSI simply because he had already had a fight,
maybe
but from what it sounds like, not that valuable of experience. But what I do think is that it's going to be fairly boring because they're not professional fighters. It's going to go the whole length. Nobody's going to get knocked out, and somebody's going to win on a technical win.
yeah,
It's going to be a
something
snooze
like
fest.
that. Hopefully we're wrong. Hopefully someone gets like
mean,
round one knockout.
I'm going to watch the highlights. I'm going to watch the fuck out of the highlights.
Oh, you're not going to get the $10 pay-per-view?
Is it only $10? Thought it was like
I don't know.
70.
I don't know what it is.
$10 pay-per-view doesn't pay the bills. Come on.
Why, that's a lot.
100,000 people watching.
Yeah.
They're going to charge more than that.
I honestly have no idea. I don't know what's going on with that.
Yeah. Well, fuck.
We should just put money into a pot and see who wins. That pays the bills. If you're good at it.
Yeah. So we've we've really covered every single thing. Oh, I was wondering. People are very religious in Ireland, right?
Yeah.
Are you religious?
No, I haven't been religious since I was like 12. Used to be an altar boy though.
Really?
Yeah.
What happened? Did you just was there something, or you were just like, not for me?
Yeah. God, it was so weird. I was such a fucking woke 12-year-old.
Really?
I was like running
An
down the
atheist.
field playing around, and then I just thought to myself, like, got very existential. Was like, what if it's not real?
Huh.
What if God is not up there?
What if God is not one of us?
And then I like went down this rabbit hole, and I was like, I don't think I believe in God anymore.
On your own kind of,
Yeah.
just your own thing.
Yeah.
Is your family religious?
Yeah.
Oh.
And my
How
gra-
did they think about are you an atheist? Would you consider yourself an atheist? Or an agnostic? Or you just not,
Yeah.
what would you say?
I'd say more agnostic, more for the optimism of it.
Sure.
Where atheism is like, no, nothing exists.
Yeah.
And agnostic is like, something might exist.
Who knows?
Open up my eyes to it.
Yeah.
God isn't real. Change my mind.
Yeah. Right. Exactly. How does your family feel about your godlessness?
About my heathenism. My parents never really cared. They didn't mind. They went to church and everything, but I never told my grandmother that I didn't believe in God because she was very, very religious. And I'd never knock anybody who is. Like, if you want to do
Me
that.
neither.
It gave her, like, great peace of mind. And she felt a lot closer to things in her later years and everything. So, fantastic. But for me, it just didn't really make sense in my head.
Interesting. Is there growing, like among younger people? That's probably a growing attitude there, right?
Oh, 100%, yeah. I mean, we just legalized abortion there a couple of months ago.
Right.
And
That's crazy.
fucking
Just a couple
huge.
months ago?
Yeah.
And
Wow.
Ironically, America's going back to making it illegal.
I mean, that's huge for Ireland. And,
Yeah.
like, same-sex marriage is allowed there now. And
That was a recent development too, right?
that was within the time I've been doing YouTube. I remember that. Maybe, like, 2 years ago. Great. Ireland's moving forward.
The whole world is. It's a weird thing that, well, it's not that weird. It makes sense, but it's just interesting. Yeah.
Now we talked about religion.
Yeah. Now we
Get it all in.
talked about.
How's
Well,
your sex life?
shit. How's yours?
Yeah, let's not get into it.
What does that mean? Now let's get into it.
What's your relationship like with your parents?
Fine.
Oh. That bad, huh?
It's fine.
It's fine.
The high
My parents
pitch.
is fine. It's great. It's great. I love my parents.
They're great.
Whenever they come back,
They're fine.
it's great.
No, it's not like that. How's your sex life?
I'm not talking about my fucking sex.
You brought it up.
As a fucking meme.
You have a girlfriend, right?
Long story.
I get it.
You have a girlfriend, right?
Of sorts. She's yeah.
Do you?
I mean, a wife, also known as a wife. But, yeah.
He has a girlfriend now as well.
Yeah.
No, I don't have a girlfriend. I don't have any time.
What?
I don't have any. I mean,
Oh,
we're together. Although,
right.
I mean, it would
Yeah.
be some foul sorcery for me
Yeah,
to
that
have
would
a
be-
side girl.
Yeah.
I have to
It would be
work.
quite impossible.
Well, also add to the mix that nobody wants to fuck me. That would make it even more of a feat.
There's some people out there. I'm sure there's some people in the
Yeah.
comments right now being like, I would definitely fuck you.
Yeah.
They're not out there. I'm telling you.
It's because you're like married. Like
Very publicly.
publicly.
So you think if
You're
I
not
was
single
single,
public.
people would want to fuck me? Shit.
Maybe.
Fanfic?
It's an idea. I'll write one for you.
That'd be sick.
Not about me, but just in general, I'll write one.
Actually, I forgot. I noticed you said in a video that 2017 was the worst of your life. And that really stuck out to me. And I was like, whoa. I don't know if you want to talk about that, but I was really curious, like, what was going on in 2017?
There's a lot of stuff, a lot of like YouTube stuff and everything, trying to figure out what I wanted to do. Like that thing of like climbing the hill and then getting there and be like, what else can I do?
What now?
Yeah, and feeling very aimless. There was a lot of like stuff with people in my life that had changed very drastically. A lot of friendships, a lot of stuff like that had just gotten very weird. And then by the end of the year, I just felt so drained and exhausted and miserable. I didn't really know what was going on, and that's why the whole like PMA thing started. Because I was going into this year, I was like, I'm going to make it positive. I'm going to change my mentality and just work towards a better me.
So what does PMA mean?
Positive mental attitude.
And what is that?
It's just something that kind of gets thrown around to be like, keep a positive mental attitude. And to me, it was something that I could just keep saying to like remind myself to be happier.
Like a mantra of something like
Yeah,
that?
not to dwell on the bullshit that was happening that really meant nothing in the grand scheme of things. And then because I kept saying it a whole bunch, my audience obviously picked up on it, and then it's become like a whole like movement on my channel. I was like, okay, now I can wear it around with me.
So you feel that you were able to willfully change your attitude by just consciously forcing yourself to be more positive?
Not exactly, because I don't think that's healthy to just. And that was the whole point of it. I was worried that people would be like, yeah, just go out there and be happy. If you're happy, then nothing gets you down.
So what?
Which is bullshit.
I appreciate that it's more complex than that.
It's about like, it's going to sound so hokey. It's about like trying your best to get to a positive.
Putting in the work to get out of the hole.
Yeah. So for me, it was a lot of like starting to go to therapy, like reflecting on things, easing up on my work life, and just having a better balance with my mental health and coming to terms with it. Because for the longest time, I was like, everyone sees me as the positive person, but if I show any sign of like I'm sad, then I was worried that I was letting people down, and then that creates anxiety and things like that. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to be open and honest because I'm going crazy.
It's got to be a burden to be like that positive, happy, energetic guy.
Yeah. And then especially when you have people coming to you and be like, man, there's like no drama on you and you're so happy all the time and people have nice things to say about you all the time. And that's just way too much pressure for any person, I think. And it's not true,
And
obviously.
you don't feel like it.
I'm not that all the time.
Sure.
No one's perfect.
Yeah.
So then just, I don't know, trying to reconfigure my brain again. I should get to a better place. And because there was a lot of stuff that was like, that meant nothing. It was a lot of very tiny things that kind of build up that mean nothing. And then you get miserable about them for no reason. And then because I have so many people who come to me talking about their mental health all the time, I figured that let's do something better with it. That's why you start doing the monthly charity streams. And then this is like the hashtag for it every time. And try and turn things into a positive, I think. Try and work to a better life.
God bless.
Who
I
has
no.
time and energy to be miserable?
Me, sadly. No, I'm in the same headspace you are. I really like what you said. It's not about like, hey, I'm happy now.
Yeah.
It's about you have to make the changes that you know you need to make
Yeah.
to get there.
And I think a lot of YouTubers suffer with that because they have everything they need, technically, or everything they've always wanted.
They have
when you
no it's like, why? It's like, I have no reason. And worst of all, a lot of the fans or people that watch are like very judgmental about like, what the fuck do you have to complain about?
And that's the thing, when your finances are taken care of and you're your own boss and you're doing a job you love, all that's left is emotional issues. All the things that you have left to worry about are stuff that's all in here. And your brain says a lot of shit to you that is not useful at all.
And on top of that, millions of people having an opinion about you that you've never met.
Yeah. And you have to be their advocate for their mental health a lot of the time as well, and make sure they're entertained and keeping a check on them and making sure people are okay. And that's why, like, after a while it gets to you, but yeah, nobody can go out there and just be like, okay, I'm going to be happy today.
Hey, yeah.
Because you're a fucking psychopath if you do that.
Yeah.
But as long as you're trying, like if you have a shit day, it's fine. Sit in the shit day. Allow yourself to feel shit. Get it out of your system and move on to the next day. If that's shit, keep going. If you have a shit month, a shit year, keep going. Eventually that day will arrive where you're happier. And it all, like, that's the thing everyone always says, like, people get bullied in high school and then they grow up and it's like, yeah, that really meant nothing, did it?
Yeah.
Sure.
Right.
I mean, it leaves some scars if it's bad enough, but then at the end of the day, it's like, no, you kept going, you kept fighting, and you're at a better place in your life.
God bless. I love it. No, I've been legitimately depressed for like probably 2 years. And we're just now I'm starting to like address it. And that's part of why we're not posting videos on H3. Because we were just doing too much shit, and I was like working every day, and like it was getting between me and Hila.
And you work from home
I didn't
as
have any
well.
hobbies, yeah, exactly. Your free time and your leisurely time are mixed up because you work from home, and it's just so bad.
Yeah.
You know, you can only take it for so long before you're like, I'm just gonna disappear forever, or I'm gonna address this.
And I think that's the problem with YouTubers, is that when you're on that treadmill and you're constantly working towards it, you feel like if you fall off, you're never going to be able to get back on again.
It's really not true.
No, it's not. And you can see channels like Shane Dawson, who had like huge popularity a few years ago. He didn't disappear or anything, but it's definitely not what it is now.
Yeah.
And now it's fucking huge again.
Yeah.
Like the biggest he's ever been.
Yeah.
Same with Philly D. He was big,
Right.
went down, now he's huge again.
I mean, the one that's great. Well, those guys stayed active. The one that always blows my mind is JonTron. Like, he doesn't even fucking post a video for a year. You know what I mean? And he comes back, and everybody's still there, still excited for his content. So it's very much that myth has been busted.
Yeah. And that's why a lot of more YouTubers are talking about it now, because they feel like they can take a break.
But I
But
also
when you take a break, it is really hard to get back to it.
Yeah.
That's one thing that, like, when you're in that treadmill, like chase, when you post a video every week, or at least we used to do once a week, it's kind of like, it's just the routine. And then once you break it, it's like even harder to get back to it, I feel.
part of the problem for us is that you're always chasing like a feeling or a time of like how it used to be,
Yeah.
instead of just embracing like, all right, shit's different now. You know.
And I mean, that's the same for the audience. The audience are still chasing the old you.
Yeah.
And I think they either mature with you or they leave and shit all over you.
Yeah.
So you gotta just, I mean, you've been doing it for how long at this point?
I don't know, 5 years or something.
Yeah, you're not even the
a
same
long
people
time.
you were at
Yeah.
5 years. Yeah.
Every person changes like every 3 years. So
Yeah. So I think part of what's really important for us is just to be like, okay, that era is done. Like it's a whole new era now. Because we've always been like, oh man, I can't do this anymore. But okay, now I really need to get back into doing that again. And then it's just like this never-ending cycle.
yeah, it's all about finding balance, finding stuff that makes you happy outside of your channel as well. That was like the thing talking to in therapy. I realized that I don't do anything outside my channel. And I don't do anything like physical.
Yeah.
Everything I do is mental. Even if I play video games, it's still
Right.
keeping your brain on. You need something to let your brain shut the fuck up every now and then.
That's something I've been thinking about too. Something like it's like you need a wholesome activity to do
Just distract yourself.
in the fucking real world. Like, what do you do? Do you have any hobbies outside of working games?
Now that I've come here, I've just been hanging out with people a lot more. Like living in Brighton, I hadn't left my house in like 2 weeks because I don't need to.
Right.
And I have to keep my videos going. And then when I came here, I finally had people to hang out with day to day. I've just been hanging out with people all the time, and it's just cleared my head completely.
Nice.
Well, not completely. No one's ever fully clear, but
Yeah.
compared to what I was, I'm so much happier. And then it makes it easier to get back into your videos. And if you hate doing it the way you're doing, then that's a sign that something has to change. Either your schedule changes, or your methodology changes, or what you're actually doing changes. And the bottom line is, if you're not happy doing the old version of you that the audience wants, then it's not worth doing. So you might as well,
can't do it.
You might as well just
can't.
do what makes you happy. And if the audience leaves, they leave. If they stay, they stay.
Yeah.
You got to make yourself happy first.
It's a tough pill to swallow, but it's the truth.
And something a lot of people don't want to swallow. Cut the tension.
Now we've really talked about everything,
We really have.
except one thing. Ghost stories.
Fuck yeah.
Do you believe in ghosts or UFOs or anything paranormal like that?
I want to. I'm too rational.
I don't. Either. It's fine. It's a weird thing. Like we have a habit of asking all of our guests if you have any ghost or UFO stories. And sometimes the answer is quite surprising, but a lot of times they say no, and that's the end of it.
Okay, so UFO story. I mean, not really a alien UFO, but one time I was out when I was like 8 to 10 years old. I was out in my backyard in Ireland, and we were all outside very late at night. In Ireland, you can see all the stars because there's not much light pollution going on. And then all of a sudden, my friends were talking, and I could hear this like almost like a jet engine sound. And it kept getting louder, and I like looked up, and there was a star in the sky that just got like wider and brighter, and then vanished. And all of a sudden, the sound was gone, and I was like, "That was an alien, dude. I just saw an alien."
How old were you?
8, 9.
Did they see it?
No. And I feel like a lunatic after saying it.
I'd love to see that.
That's pretty.
That's cool.
Were you guys here when the missile went off that
Yeah.
time?
Yeah.
The Jenna Marbles
Yeah.
and like Jillian were the ones that somehow like captured that moment.
Yeah. Did you see it in the air?
Actually, no. I just saw it all over the news. I think we may have been in New York at the time.
Right.
Oh, right.
But it just turned out it was some missile test
Yeah.
or some shit.
That's
They
the
didn't
kind
tell
of shit you
anyone.
want to see when you go outside.
Yeah. Right.
Do you believe in ghosts and aliens?
Don't believe there's aliens visiting the Earth.
Yeah.
I don't believe in ghosts. I believe there's aliens. They're out there fucking slamming away,
Yeah. Fucking microbes going at it.
killing it. You know. But I don't think they're visiting the Earth.
I mean, why would they want to?
I don't know. Who knows?
Imagine if they visited the Earth. Where do you think is like the worst place they could land to be like, fuck this, never coming here again?
That's a good question, man.
Because like everyone's like, oh, they'll come and they'll go to like DC or New York, like
Right.
Independence Day or something. It's like, no, they could end up in like Zanzibar or somewhere.
Pretty much anywhere is just a shithole. I mean, to an alien, they're like, what the fuck is this? It's Dance in San Bernardino.
They land in Greenland and there's like
just
no
like
one there.
traffic
And they're like,
everywhere. Yeah.
this is weird. No, this is
Burbank.
uninhabitable.
Burbank's the fucking ground zero. They're like, dude, this place sucks. There's nobody here. Nothing's popping off. There's no good bars or anything.
Land at Muscle Beach. And it's just like, oh, I don't want that.
No. All right. I had a lot of fun.
Me too. This is great.
It was a wonderful, beautiful time. I'm really glad we got the chance to sit down and talk.
Yeah.
How did you think it was going to go? What did you think we were going to end up talking about?
I thought it was going to be so awkward. No, I'm kidding. I know you're a great guy. I met you before. You're a sweet fucking guy. Every time I meet you, I'm like, that guy's a fucking sweetheart. Say that. Yeah.
Till now, I write my fan fiction, and that'll all change.
I am still curious about your asshole manicuring techniques.
No, we can talk about that.
I understand you're going to take that to the grave, and that's fine.
I do have a technique down. I'll show you.
Whoa.
Take you out back.
Damn.
You have any razors here?
You're going to squirt your seed on my fucking...
Yeah, we might need a funnel, though. So.
Ugh. Okay, Dan keeps telling me to, guys, represent.com/H3H3. Comes in black, and also Hila's got the hoodie, and also I'm not wearing the extra thick hat, but it's there too, okay?
They're great.
I did my duty.
I love them.
Thank you. Also,
Thank you.
I mean, oh, you're sold out.
I'm sold out. You can still buy them.
Oh.
They're on reorders.
Oh.
PMA.
Oh, you can do a pre-order.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just this batch is sold out.
Cool.
I'm very happy about it.
That's awesome.
And you guys' stuff is going great, so good for you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's very popular. I see it everywhere.
What, the Teddy Fresh?
Yeah.
Oh,
I see it all over my timelines all the time.
That's really cool.
that's
Hila's
awesome.
crushing it.
You guys should be very proud.
I'm really excited. We have some really cool... We've been working really hard on Teddy Fresh. Actually, mostly what we've been working on is Teddy Fresh.
Yeah.
And we've working on a lot of designs for this winter and 2019. So it's going to take a while for it to come to fruition.
Yeah.
But very much looking forward to it.
Cool. As long as you're excited about it, that's good.
Fucking.
As long as you're having fun.
All right. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you, Sean.
Of course.
Coming
Thank you
in.
guys. I'm glad I came
Yeah.
in.
Catch Sean on tour at Jacksepticeye.
Tour?
Tour.com or just jacksepticeye.com.
Jacksepticeye.com/tour.
I don't know what the link is.
Go to Jacksepticeye.com.
Jacksepticeye.com.
Okay. Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Get some T-shirts. PMA.
Yeah.
What's the website? Same website.
It's all on the same
You can do it
website.
all there, really. It's a
Yeah.
one-stop
One-stop
shop.
shop.
One
Yeah.
stop.
I got it on lock.
Fan fiction tab there.
Yeah.
Submit your favorite fan
Dedicated
fiction there.
The highest rated one will get a free shirt.
Wow. Now that's what I call positive mental attitude. What else? Next week, who do we have? Bert
That's correct.
Kreischer next week. Very
Bert
excited about the
Kreisler.
great, the wonderful, the hilarious Bert Kreischer.
Well, that's Friday, and then we got a show Tuesday.
Oh yeah, Tuesday. We're going to be broadcasting on Tuesday. Current events. Talking about everything going on. Because you need to hear what I have to say. Because how else are you going to have an opinion? Right.
You should talk about buttholes more.
I talk about it a lot. Trust me.
Plenty.
It's a dominant
Hot topic.
Yeah, it's very hot. All right, that's about it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great, terrific weekend. Don't forget to miss the new episode of My Hero Academia, which is out this weekend.
Hell yeah. Viewing party.
I think it's going to be a good episode. Things are heating up.
Yeah.
And we will see you on Tuesday. So, my dudes, I wish you a blessed weekend and all the greatest things in life to you. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.